Hello, my friends. Hello. Hello. Where's my camera? There's my camera. Hi. I know it's early, but hi. Hello. How is everybody? I hope you are doing well tonight. Today is Thursday the 17th, and I forgot to tell anybody that I was streaming. Oh, yay! It's Liz. Hi.
What the hell is this?
What?
It's 8:30.
Yeah, I know. I was starting early because Jelly streams at 8 and I start at 9.
Split the difference?
Yeah. So. Yes. Hi. Hello. Let me just post on Discord that I'm live because I forgot to do that. Whoop, I can't type. Wow, I'm in really good form this week, friends. And by really good form, I mean terrible. Absolute garbage form. 0 out of 10. So, anyway, today's stream is brought to you, and hopefully I gotta let Jelly know that I am just about ready. I'm supposed to give her a call, but we are going to be doing a collaboration stream. The stream is running with simultaneously with JellyBunnz, who is a dear friend of mine and friend of the stream. And we're doing some like simultaneous tier ranking today. I'm excited for this. It should be pretty fun. Also, there are 2 now. They are both here. I'm so excited. I can go like this and then I can put both of them in frame. But Snow Cone is here. Snow Cone has made it. Snow Cone is part of the axolotl family right now. I've been stacking them like the We Bare Bears to save space because it's particularly hilarious. But they're here and they may make further appearances once things get a bit more up and running. So let me give Ms. Jelly a call. If you guys don't follow her, she's great. I love her. I'm gonna start a voice call. Beep boop, beep boop. Des, hello, Des. Des. Wow. Look at Hoomst. For some reason, I started a call and it is not going through. I love her. I love her so much. Anyway, how's everybody doing tonight? I hope you were all doing well. I'm not sure how this works. I usually start like half an hour later. So I'm just like, oh, good. I am happy to hear that. I am very happy to hear that. I spent the evening with my in-laws, which that's always fun. I love my in-laws. They're great. But because Michael's family is super fucking Irish, we did St. Patrick's Day with them. So we had a little corned beef, we had a little cabbage, we had some mashy peas by mashy potatoes. It was a lot of fun. Yeah, actually, it was a ton of fun. It was fun. It was tasty. I don't tell my husband, but I absolutely had Sonic for lunch, so I was not super hungry for dinner, but I wanted chili cheese tots. So, okay. Join the call. Hello. Welcome.
Are you live?
I am live.
So I have to figure out how to close this window.
Oh no.
Let me just switch myself over to...
Oh
there.
No.
Now we're in, collaboration mode.
I have my second
Got
last
Lisa on the couch.
My manager just kept asking what kind of candy snacks I like, so I know I'm going to be throwing a small goodbye party. Oh, Liz, that's so nice. Right. Sorry, I've got my chat open, and I am...
No, it's fine. I'm just trying to figure out how to close the window.
Oh, no.
Oh, wait, hold on. I'm just going to do this. There we go. Ta-da.
Yay! The end. So,
Can everybody hear Elise okay, by the way?
Yeah, and on my end, can everybody hear Jelly okay? Because I can always crank the volume. I'm going to go into corner mode. Okay, we got a yep over there. And I'm waiting for... We're about the same volume on your channel, Jelly. Super clear on my end. Okay, this is great. Can hear Jelly great. Perfect. So I corner moded it up.
Oh, it's time.
Oh, no.
Oh, no. All right, so
go ahead.
I've got 3 tier lists here for us to work on tonight. And the shortest one is the one I think we should start with first and then work our way up to the longer ones.
Okay, sounds good. So do we want to do these at the same time?
Yeah.
Okay.
I think just kind of discuss it and if we want to pick whatever object first, and then you put it in yours and I'll put it in mine.
Okay, sure. I think that sounds good. Okay. So if you want to message me the link to the first one.
Yes, absolutely.
Perfect. I'm very excited for this. So if my stream is not aware, we are going to be ranking breakfast things. Yes. I love breakfast.
I love breakfast.
So I think this is a good start. We've been wanting to do a collab for a while. For those of you who don't... Sorry?
But we haven't been sure what.
Yeah. And also, for those of you who don't know, Jelly and I have literally known each other since high school. So, this is a long time coming. I'm very excited. Okay, we got some breakfast fans in the chat. Hell yeah. Sarah in your chat is like, what is going on? And I'm like, breakfast foods are good, but not for breakfast. Ooh, that's spicy. That's a spicy take there, Ash.
Breakfast for any other meal is a good decision, but breakfast for breakfast is also a good decision.
We actually, the other night at my folks, we did breakfast for dinner.
Nice.
And we've never done that before. Which is wild.
Really?
Yeah. That is not something that we ever did. And then my dad was like, yo, let's do pancakes for dinner. And I'm like, dude, okay. But I do not like dinner foods for breakfast. I'm sometimes on that one. It depends on what the food is. Sometimes we'll have a meal and it's just so fucking good and I want to eat it twice.
But you have it the leftovers the next day, right?
Exactly.
Exactly. Well just pop that shit in the microwave and then
But it's very
breakfast supper. Yeah, breakfast for supper is bomb.
Yeah. It depends on what
dinner
the food
breakfast.
Yeah.
If I just I try if I wake up in the morning, and I'll just be I just don't want breakfast food. I want raviolis or I want a hot dog or something.
That sounds good. I'm one of those heathens who doesn't eat leftovers. Yo, same, big fucking same. I am so fussy about the leftovers. I have to really, really want it to actually eat leftovers. I am. Whew, yeah. Mr. Explosion gets kind of frustrated sometimes because of the amount of leftovers I leave in the fridge. And I'm like, but I just don't want leftovers. All right, Jelly, if you want to message me the link to this particular tier maker.
I'm so sorry.
That's okay.
I did.
That's okay.
Okay, yeah.
So this one appears to be, if I can see, this is a this is like a restaurant.
Breakfast place.
Yeah, okay.
Place.
All right, so I'm gonna...
that's our first category. The other categories are cereal and then breakfast foods, individual breakfast foods.
Okay, I like all of these. Yes.
Yeah, I'm pretty excited.
I'll take this home and eat it tomorrow. Lets it mold in the fridge. That's me. That's big time me. Okay, so this is breakfast food places. Appears to be chain restaurants, right?
Yeah.
Okay, so...
I have never heard of some of,
Yeah, some of these I'm not familiar with. Some of these I think are a bit more, southern or
common.
Midwestern.
Yeah.
So...
if I had never spent that time in Florida, or if I had never gone to Georgia the couple times I went to anime conventions, I wouldn't know what a Waffle House was.
Oh.
And I wouldn't know what a Cracker Barrel was, because they're very,
So
southern.
we've actually had this discussion on my stream fairly recently. There are literally 3 Cracker Barrels in the entire state of New Jersey. That's it. And I don't think there's a single Waffle House here. I'm sorry?
Yeah, there's that. Yeah, I didn't know. I'm surprised that there's that many
yeah.
Cracker Barrels in Jersey. But Waffle House, I I have like mixed feelings about. Let's start from the.
Okay, yeah, let's start.
Since Waffle, I have mixed feelings about Waffle House because I have been there in the past and it has been really good, and the people there are like super sweet and like. But that could also be like, you know, I suddenly went to the South and like Northern girl in the South and everybody's got like.
Yeah, I think there's a little bit
on.
There's a little bit of like
they're usually
Disney
really
World
dirty,
putting it
though.
on for you, you know. But
Yeah,
at the
well,
same
that's
time,
very
it's a
Southern.
Waffle House, and if somebody wants to throw hands with you at the Waffle House, they're gonna throw
they
hands
will.
with you at the Waffle House.
They
So
will.
So I feel like that, like you would know if they meant it, like, or if they didn't mean it.
So here's the biggest divide I think when it comes to breakfast between you and me. I'm a coffee drinker.
And I am not a coffee drinker.
For me, coffee sits into like 2, sometimes 3 categories if you're willing to have coffee as dessert. Sometimes I don't want it as dessert, sometimes I do. But like coffee for me is like there's really good coffee that you can have any time of day.
Sure.
There's dessert coffee. Like you know, I've got caramel in it, or I'm having a cappuccino after
Like some
my
fancy
dinner.
dancy thing that you would get at like a bougie
Yeah.
coffee place. Got it.
And then there's crappy coffee, but there can be good crappy coffee.
Right. I mean, that
like,
makes sense.
I don't know how to explain it. Sam's gonna make fun of me because I come into his chat all the time being like, listen, hand dripping it is the only way. And he's like, yeah, that's for coffee snob. I'm like, lies.
Awful ooze. Awful ooze. So, okay, so I think for me personally, if I am looking at the independent cross-section of a Waffle House here, right?
Mm-hmm.
I have had some really good waffles there. And I think...
For the cheer, Anonymous. Sorry, go on.
No, that's cool. I think that their hash browns are really dope. Like, the amount of variety that you can get for the hash browns.
Right.
That's pretty great. So I think I'm going to put Waffle House at an A tier, or Awful Oos at an A tier.
I don't have a problem with that, yeah.
Simply because of, I feel like it serves its purpose for what we're talking about here. For breakfast, it's really good. So I'm going to go with an A. But it's not, like, the best, you know?
My biggest problem with Waffle House, it's less about the food itself. And, like, when I was talking about, like, the 3 different kinds of coffee, Waffle House, to me, has one of the best crappy coffees.
Okay.
Like, crappy cup of coffees. And
good
I
bad
like the
things.
little cup of coffees they give you, and they just kind of refill it. But they're tiny, but that's great, because I don't usually finish a whole normal mug. Because I would probably die if I did. But
Sure.
So Waffle House, my biggest hang up with them is that 9 out of 10 times in Florida, because that's where I've had the most Waffle Houses, they would be fairly dirty in terms of like their coffee cups or their like utensils. That's a big
That's
for me.
fair.
I'm sticking them in B for that reason.
I think that's I think that's pretty fair.
I have had their food, and I have been able to like buy other people breakfast because it's not really expensive, and that's a good feeling. So, you know,
I think that most of my experiences as Waffle Houses have been actually in the north. So I wonder if that's a divider there. Like I've been to Waffle Houses in like Pennsylvania, you know?
When I went once or twice when I was in Georgia, I remember it being like sparkling and bigger.
Okay.
And,
so maybe it's just Florida. I was going to say maybe this is a Florida thing.
Yeah.
All right. So next up, if we're going in reverse order, it appears that this is Waffle King, and I've never heard of that.
No idea.
Okay, so I'm not going to waste time.
So
I'm just
going to skip it.
Yeah, I'm putting the skips into F tier because I don't think that there's truly no. You know what? I'm putting it to D tier because I'm saving one specific thing here for F tier, and I think you'll know why once I get there.
I'm sure I know why.
Yeah, we do not perceive. So I'm putting it in D just simply because I can rename
just because
tiers.
We want the worst to be crowned the worst.
Oh, okay. I can rename tiers.
Yeah, I think you can also.
Okay, so here's what I'm doing.
I'm not gonna be.
I'm renaming the last one DNI for Do Not Interact. And you'll see what I put there. So the next up is Taco Bell, and I love Taco Bell.
Take on this.
Say what?
I think we're gonna disagree on this.
I've actually never had Taco Bell breakfast, so I don't really have much of an opinion on. I love Taco Bell in general, but I know that their breakfasts are mostly like egg based. So
yeah, there's eggs in their wraps, like the breakfast burritos that they make. Yeah, there's eggs.
I will
there's like scrambled eggs.
Okay, so I will defer to you on that one. I am going to place them in C. Because I have no experience with their breakfast in particular, but I do like them in general.
Okay.
Des and Liz are both like, I think I know what you're talking about for later. Probably, yes.
Going into S tier for me.
Okay, cool.
Because I can have, like, if I'm really, really hungry that morning, I can have 2 breakfast burritos. If I get 2, I'll have the potato and I'll have the sausage. If I'm just getting 1, I'll usually just get the sausage. And I'm spending I think I'm spending under $5.
All right, that's cool.
I think it's like $1.75 at the most. Like,
that's not bad.
So cheap, and it's not shit.
Okay.
And it's good.
Lisette goes, I had their breakfast when it first came out, and they still had the waffle taco.
I would try that.
And Des says, I myself am not a fan of taco breakfast stuff. Okay, that is totally valid.
I didn't think I would be either, because I thought it would be more like a burrito, which I'm kind of meh on burritos, but it literally is just like breakfast foods, and then you wrap it in a flour tortilla, which is just basically like a flatter version of putting it in between toast.
Yeah, see, there's one that's not on our list that I actually really like for breakfast in a similar sense, and it's Sonic. I love Sonic's breakfast burritos. It's one of the only ways I actually eat eggs. I think they're really good.
Sonic for breakfast.
Say what?
I've never had Sonic for breakfast.
It's weird because like Sonic, you can get the whole menu all day. We lovingly refer to it as Burger Right Now sometimes.
Right.
But
burger like
it's like I want a burger right now. Well, let's go to Burger Right Now.
Like I mean, you haven't had this experience, but like, wow, I'm really hungover. It's 9 a.m. I need
basically. So if you want a burger, you can get a burger right now. But they have really
cheaper
good
than food.
Yeah.
Sam says I call it cheap. Taco Bell cheaper than food. That's fair.
Yeah. So Sonic has really, really good breakfast burritos, and they have these little like pillowy Cinnabon things that you can dunk in icing. They are very good. So they're not on the list. I can't give them a proper rating.
Yeah. But if you could.
Exactly. If I could, they'd be S tier for me.
I miss Perkins. Perkins was
dope.
Great.
Perkins
Especially,
Bakery.
They gave you like giant muffins, like to a kid, a giant muffin.
Yeah,
time,
exactly.
So.
Do you remember? Sometimes during like delayed openings, we would drive out to the Perkins. Like senior year, it happened at least once that I know of.
I don't remember. I think it maybe once. I might be thinking of college. I might be thinking of high school. I'm not sure because I stayed here. I stayed in the area that we lived in for college, and Milan and I definitely would do stuff together all the time.
Yeah, I went there. We had like a delayed opening, or we were going to be late going to or we had like a finals or something, and it didn't start until like 10 o'clock in the morning. So we were like, yeah, let's go to Perkins. They got like a $3 weekday breakfast or something like that, and it was awesome.
A finals week is always a good. Finals week was always the best.
So we have Lisette says Jelly isn't wrong. There is nowhere else you can go to get a chalupa burrito, soft taco, and a drink for $5.
Yeah, it's so cheap.
And then Des said, last time I got Sonic, we got it for free, though the card machine quit working, and they were like, we'll just give it to you. And I was like, really? Are you sure? I went there with my aunt and grandma. I think we still have one here. Wait, I'm thinking of Shoney's. Oh, Shoney's. Shoney's and that breakfast buffet.
I've never heard of that place before.
The only time I ever went to Shoney's, there was one in Easton, and then there was a bunch of them in, like, Virginia. And then Lisette says, I was about to say I know where Perkins is, but then I remember they were taken over by Ihop several years ago. Oh, okay. Well, we're getting there. Back to, so you got Taco Bell in S tier. I got it in C tier. Yeah. Next on the list is Popeyes, and Popeyes does not do breakfast around here.
I was gonna say I don't think I've ever come across Popeyes that didn't open before 12.
Yeah.
But I feel like there's a redeeming factor here in
Okay.
the fact that Popeyes has amazing biscuits.
Oh yeah, they're
that
damn
could
good.
Easily be breakfast food.
You know what? Then I'm gonna drop them an A, because
yeah,
if their
I'm gonna drop them an
breakfast
A
is
based off of their biscuits.
yeah, I was gonna say I didn't know that Popeyes had breakfast, because I don't think they do here. They might down south. But their biscuits alone are enough to drop them an A tier. Their biscuits rule.
Yeah, that's enough for me too to drop them in.
Also, if you haven't had the macaroni and cheese, it's really good. It's a weird. It's like a weird additional cost. It's fucking good.
Okay, so like super spicy take.
Okay.
I don't like mac and cheese that's not out of a box.
Okay, that's, you know what?
Sam is gonna probably disown me though now that he knows.
Listen, as me, the cheese fiend, I think that's fine, because mac and cheese out of a box is very special and very different. So
yeah, but then I mean at the same time they're it's almost like a different food.
Yeah.
Unfriend, unsub, unfollow.
Oh wow. Ooh, that's spicy. The husk of an empty Perkins storefront.
He's gonna throw out all his emotes.
Oh no, I gotta start over from the beginning.
Start over from the beginning.
Okay. So next up on the list, I think we can both agree about Popeyes in that sense.
Yeah. Definitely.
Next up on the list is.
It is different, but the thing about, like, let me
Go ahead.
just quickly say, so the thing about that is I was never raised on real mac and cheese. So, like, in my brain, stemming from childhood, mac and cheese is from a box. And then I don't like when cheese gets browned, ever. Not even a little bit. Do not make my cheese crispy, even a little. It's no good anymore to me if it's become crispy. So.
That's very spicy. I will do a service, and I will eat your brown cheese.
Yeah, please. if you're for that stuff. So like I love ziti, right? But I will take the top
from the middle
off. Yeah, and I just like the mushy stuff.
My mom's homemade mac and cheese uses Velveeta. You know what? I love fake cheese. Like, I will go on record.
No, Velveeta is fantastic.
My family recipe, back on the mac and cheese train. My grandmother used to make one dish a year because she was a terrible cook otherwise. But she made the best macaroni and cheese. And you know why? Velveeta.
Yep.
And it was like homemade, and it was just good. And we still have the recipe. We make it once a year for Good Friday, even though none of us are Catholic or have any investment in that whatsoever. But I look forward to that macaroni and cheese every year.
A Catholic light still, right?
Yeah, I guess kinda, sorta. All right.
Homemade Velveeta. Listen, also Sarah agrees with me about the box mac and cheese. So
I mean, box mac and cheese is very tasty. I'm not gonna give it crap.
See, it's a craft only. I mean, I like the Velveeta box, but I can only eat like seriously 4 bites of it, or else I get really sick. Unfortunately.
That was ours growing up, and you know why? Because it didn't take as much milk, as in it took no milk. If you make the blue box, it takes milk and butter. And my mom didn't want to spend the money on that.
That's fair.
So we had the Velveets.
I don't mind using off-brand box either. Like it all depends on how you make it.
Okay.
Right, anyway,
next
McDonald's
up.
Is next.
McDonald's for me is absolutely S tier. Like no doubt in my mind.
Yes. I don't like, so I want to put it in S tier, but it's got too many things that have been counting against it in recent years that I'm moving it to A.
Okay.
Even though I love their breakfast sandwich, and their breakfast sandwich is very like a New York style breakfast sandwich. And it's like the one that's like the sausage, egg, and cheese.
Yeah.
McMuffin, it's very New York, and that's close to my heart, and that's yummy. The thing is their I'm gonna be really holding them to what their coffee tastes like in this.
Okay. So that
their coffee is just vaguely coffee flavored milk.
Okay.
To the point of I'll have to get it without milk and just put my own milk in if I get home. So
yeah, as that is not a concern for me. I am, like, #1 sausage biscuit fan here. And my trick, and this is something that I know we've talked about in my Discord, because I'm pretty sure Mitch's display name on Discord was, like, 85-cent cheese for a while. If you ask for a slice of cheese, they charge you, like, 70 cents for a slice of cheese. But it brings it over the top. It makes, like, an already delicious sandwich even better. Right. Also, I have very fond memories of being a kid and getting, like, the clamshell styrofoam containers full of hotcakes and sausage.
You remember the styrofoam containers?
Oh,
I don't think I do, and I'm older than you.
Oh, yeah.
I'm a time traveler.
So, there used to be, and if Sarah is still in your chat, she may remember this. She may not remember this. There used to be a McDonald's in downtown, the big town we lived next to. Not to give location away. But it was, like, across the street from the Asian market in that back shopping center there, over by where ShopRite is now. And that was, like, it was always a special treat if we got to get up, like, really early on a Saturday or Sunday. My dad would pile us all into the car, and we'd go to McDonald's, and we'd sit in those little funky booths, and I would get hotcakes and sausage, and my sister would get the big breakfast, and the only difference is that hers came with eggs, and mine did not.
I never was taken to McDonald's for breakfast as a child.
All right, Riku.
Breakfast was, like, my dad's domain. He would make, like, French toast and bacon and eggs and all, and, like, so that was, like, you didn't mess with dad's breakfast.
Fair.
We didn't go anywhere for breakfast.
Okay. Rinku, the only reason Taco Bell is ranked where it is because I've never actually had it before, but I love Taco Bell, so I can't bring myself to put it in the last tier.
When I was a kid, McDonald's breakfast was much more boring than now. Yeah, I'm sure they've added, like, a lot of stuff since then. I'm not a fan because I don't really like my breakfast to be sweet. But I know that there's, like, a thing they do. They're McGriddles.
Somebody was talking about
pancake.
Somebody was talking about those in my chat.
What is it? It's got syrup injected into it.
Yeah,
right?
I've never had them.
I had one once.
And I like the concept is fascinating to me. Yeah, that was the other thing we were talking about. I didn't know the Popeyes had breakfast either. So, but we're ranking that exclusively based on the biscuits.
Their biscuits.
Because their biscuits rule.
Their biscuits are amazing.
Yeah. Okay, so next on the list is IHOP. I love IHOP.
I haven't had enough IHOP experiences, but I've never been upset by them.
Okay. I think for me, because I haven't had their breakfast, but the stuff that I've had in the past, they do a lot of really fun novelty pancakes. Like, they do, like, cinnamon roll pancakes that I think are excellent. So for me, Rinku, I'm actually going to agree with you. I'm going to put it into S tier. And in my chat, Lisette says, it's about the McGriddles. It's maple syrup that was cooked into a softball stage and then dropped into the pancake batter. So it's like infused pancake batter. Very interesting. I haven't had IHOP breakfast. IHOP, I'm a fake. 0 out of 10.
I'm putting it in C, and if, like, I ever have another IHOP experience again, and I feel like I have to amend that, I will do so at a later date.
That's totally, like for me with Taco Bell, like, if I ever actually have the breakfast, I'm sure the ranking will change. Yeah. I've never had dinner from IHOP. I've only ever had breakfast. Okay, so from IHOP, that was one of the first places I ever had a Caesar salad, and their Caesar salad comes with a at least 15 years ago, it used to come with a really good, it was like a part of a baguette crusted in Parmesan cheese. So I was on board. But their breakfast is really good. They had, you guys remember when, like, the new Addams Family movie came out? They did, like, an entire gimmick menu for the Addams Family, and they had, like, purple spider pancakes. Like, I give them bonus points for novelty. So next on the list,
I don't know this place.
I don't either. So this is going on D.
Yeah.
You know what I'm gonna do real quick? I'm gonna open up a Google search, and look it up.
You're just really curious.
I'm very curious.
Yeah.
Any meal, anytime, breakfast, lunch. Oh, they're a burger right now. Subsidiary of Perkins Restaurant and Bakery. There are 339 units in 23 different states with a concentration in the southeast United States. Oh, okay. That's logical, so it's not here. I'm looking at the menu. I guess you can see my location.
I kind of want to put them in a higher tier just knowing that they have an association with Perkins.
Oh, so they have something on their menu called the Ranch Platter, and it's an entire ham steak with hash browns and eggs. But they also have sausage, biscuits, and gravy. Ooh, okay, wait.
I'm
stuffed
gonna
hash
just
browns?
move them up to B based on merit.
You know what?
Yeah.
I'm gonna do that too. I'm gonna move them to B because I think that if I ate there, I would like it. Because okay,
shoot the shit
up. Perkins is the thing down here. Their food was shit. You know what? Their food is mediocre, but their breakfast stuff was pretty good, and their bakery was pretty good.
So,
I love
as
sausage biscuits.
a wee buns growing up on the island, we had a Perkins, and we didn't go to it nearly as much as the two like local favored actual family-owned diners that were like the favorite of the area / my family. But I really enjoyed it when we did, and like for some reason I was like, it's got the biggest flag, it's so great. I don't know if that's standard for all Perkins, but ours had a giant waving American flag that looked like it could cover like several king-size beds.
Oh my god. So I have scrolled down on the Huddle House menu to the Southern Smothered Biscuit Platters. And I'm having a moment here because they have one it's like a sausage biscuit. Where's the Perkins? Oh, is it out in like Flemington?
It said that where's the Perkins, you mean? Okay.
Yeah. It's not a Perkins anymore.
Sad.
Yeah, I actually drove past it fairly recently. It's not a Perkins anymore. It's just like a generic pancake house. Yeah, so anyway, they've got a chicken and bacon Southern Smothered Biscuit Platter, an Applewood smoked bacon Southern Smothered Biscuit Platter, and a country sausage Southern Smothered Biscuit Platter. Yeah, it's different now. So based on that alone, I'm putting Huddle House in B. There used to be a Perkins down the corner from me, and it was my old boss's favorite restaurant. And I'm like, I'm sorry. If your favorite restaurant is Perkins and you live where I do and we've got like a million different restaurants and also real diners,
right?
Like, and your choice is Perkins?
I mean, sometimes I think a lot of people base their favorite restaurant choice off of like one dish.
That's true.
So there could be like one thing where that's like, now this is my, because I love to be adventurous and try new foods, like when it comes to like, I guess the more foodie side of me.
Yeah.
But on the flip side, also once I find something in a restaurant that like I jive with, I don't.
You're
try
there for
anything
life.
else. Yeah.
Yeah.
It's the only thing I eat.
The other fun fact about this boss is that she used to crop dust us constantly. Like
Sam, I think it's fair to not have
she would just walk down the hallway and fart. So that kind of colors my association with Perkins, even though I love Perkins.
Sarah, we don't know what a Huddle House is either, but since it's like in association with Perkins, we're
leaving it there. And also, I looked up the menu, and a lot of the food sounds pretty damn good.
Yeah.
Okay,
next, very southern.
Next on the
Everything
list,
is smothered.
Yeah. Next, crop dust into the sausage and biscuits. Also, Rinku says real diners always win. That's just fact, and I absolutely agree.
Do always win. I think this isn't doxing myself because I don't live there anymore. But like, so I grew up on the island, and that's just what we're calling it.
The island, okay.
The island. And a diner point of fame, I think, was called King's Arms. And I lived very close. Like I could walk to it, for like when I was, old enough to walk to it. And my dad growing up used to call it Queen's Legs because that's my color.
Okay, so next on our list is Denny's.
Yes.
And Denny's... Okay, so you gotta remember, folks, I live in New Jersey. We have, like, one Denny's in the entire state. So I can't really be a good judge. Because, like saying the Chegg. Oh, I love the Chegg. Oh, it's such a good place. But Denny's...
As you're talking, I'm moving Denny's up to where I think it should be and just letting you go.
I'm gonna put Denny's in C. Because I don't have the working knowledge of Denny's.
Right.
Like, it's probably totally fine. I've just never been there. I'm kind of using C as the never had it tier. Or the never had it but been there for other reasons tier.
Right.
Denny's is fine, but IHOP exists. And down here in
for.
Carson State, I would rather go Village Inn over Denny's. What is Village Inn?
Denny's Village Inn. So they were like really good food, but it was also like if you want to go eat with people who are 5 minutes away from death, that was the place that you went to eat. It's where Florida sends all of its old white peoples.
Gotcha.
Yeah.
Des says
They
the
had
best...
really good pies, though. They were famous for the pies.
Village Inn is Southern Denny's. Okay. Des says that the best diner experience I had was banana pecan French toast at this place called Susanna's that was right next to a laundromat. We went to my favorite restaurant, or my favorite local diner the other day, and I got what they call angel pancakes, which has like a farina custard on them and little like crunched up phyllo bits. It's so good. Like, that's how you know this place is like super fucking Greek. The angel pancakes. Right. They're so good. And Michael got cannoli French toast. Sorry, Mr. Explosion got cannoli French. Yes, it is that one. Listen, it's that one.
Michael Explosion. Yeah, Phoenix is right. Denny's, I would say Denny's is a greasy spoon. Like, that's how I would describe a Denny's restaurant.
I would consider Village Inn what if Cracker Barrel was less racist. Oh, God.
Which we're now at. Which I have eaten at Cracker Barrel back in the past in Florida.
Yeah.
I never had it for breakfast. Saturn said earlier that he always preferred the there's like always like a gift shop with lots of candy and stuff and sodas, and that was always more fun than the actual restaurant. But I have had them for lunch, and it was my introduction into Southern style biscuits and
their biscuits are good.
No, dumplings, chicken and dumplings.
Chicken and dumplings, yeah. So, and
I really like that sludgy gravy with like that weird pie crust that hasn't been cooked yet texture. So
I'm of two minds
but it's
here.
Not breakfast.
Because I agree with Rinku and where he says Cracker Barrel would slur me.
Yeah, Cracker Barrel is racist, so.
But I feel it's very tasty. But slurs.
I haven't had them for breakfast yet, so I'm putting them in.
We went to one of the ones in Jersey not too long ago, and Des is well aware of this because we've already brought it up today. And we got dinner because it's one of Mr. Explosion's favorite like novelties because we don't have them that much up here. And I got something called the barrel cut sugar ham, thinking, oh, this sounds delicious and novel.
I remember you telling me
It's the size of a plate. It is a ham steak the size of a plate and an inch thick. It was amazing. But I think
like at the end of when the Grinch stole Christmas, and then like they put like the slice of the meat on the grilled plate.
Yes. It's like a brown sugar honey ham kind of thing, basically.
Ham, not hand, not a barrel cut sugar ham.
H-A-M, sugar hand. No.
You're telling me a barrel cut this ham?
So I think on food alone, because I don't know if I've actually been there for breakfast, I think I'm going to put this in the same tier as Taco Bell and Denny's, because I do like their food. The gift shop is novel, but I can't really speak on their breakfast behalf, you know?
Yeah, also, you know.
And you are right, Sarah. Their biscuits are not better than Popeye's biscuits. But that fucking barrel ham was incredible.
I will eat ham, and I don't mind it if it's like in the form of a sandwich that's like the cold cuts. But like ham steak, I'm not super big on.
I like
unless
the
it's like
enhanced steak.
over glazed, then I can kind of stomach it. But
Okay.
I don't know, I'm just not big on
That's
that.
fair. Karen hates ham. So, all right.
So, do not interact.
Yep, that's mine.
We're
Bye.
not enough
I
here.
don't even want to extend the energy on them. They ain't worth it. They could have the best food in the
yeah.
world, and I'd never know.
Yeah.
Because fuck them. That's why.
Fuck 'em.
Because fuck them. That's why.
Fuck 'em in the fillet hole. I don't know what this last place is.
All right, so
I'm gonna
Bojangles
give
is a
you-
chicken place.
Okay.
Homophobia. Yeah, we call it bigot chicken in this house. We
Yeah.
call it bigot chicken. So
Yeah.
we don't. We just automatically double thumbs them down. We refuse. Je
Saturn
refuse.
says, when I eat a human hand, I want it to be the size of a plate.
Damn right. You can't sit with us, homophobic chicken.
Oh, Rinku says delicious hands.
Hand.
Sarah, well,
Marinate your chicken in pickle juice. There, that's a secret. That's why they're so fucking gross. I mean, I like pickle juice. Like,
I don't drink it, but like,
yeah, I would probably
it flavors
like
the
that.
pickle.
But I think that, it's the homophobia that tastes bad.
Yeah.
All
Well,
right.
I have like in the past I have eaten at Chick-fil-A because I've spent
You
over
lived
a
in the
decade in
South.
Florida. And and sometimes also that's just like if I went to church functions, they would have it.
Yeah.
I've also eaten it long before I certainly knew about.
Sure. And that makes,
Yeah,
like,
the
I've had
difference.
I've had the chicken
They
a
have
handful of
amazing
times.
unsweet iced tea.
Oh,
But I can make that.
Yeah.
So,
All right, and the last one, Bojangles, that's going in D tier simply because I've never been there.
yeah, my D tier is saved for places I haven't been.
Yeah,
so.
same. All right, okay, Rinku, you go get roommate. I apologize for making you hungry.
Sorry, I'm surprisingly not. I'm on the
I
second
just
day of
ate
calorie
dinner, so
counting.
I'm good.
And like I'm doing I know it's only day 2, but I'm doing fairly well keeping
Alright.
track of everything I'm eating. So
Nice.
yeah.
Okay, so this is my
This is my final
my breakfast food tier on this particular list.
Right.
So for me, I've got McDonald's and IHOP in the S tier, Waffle House and Popeyes in the A, Huddle House in the B, Taco Bell, Denny's, and Cracker Barrel in the C, Waffle King and Bojangles in D, and Chick-fil-A in the Get Fucked section. Is it an Elise stream if we
Get
don't
fucked?
talk about food? You're right.
Fair.
You're
I
right.
think a lot of Twitch streams always end up, and especially like I feel like Sam's streams end up talking about food a lot, and I feel like it's usually my fault.
I'm very good at that. So, okay, so is this a breakfast cereal tier list?
Yeah, next is cereals.
Okay,
and
so
they don't have A, B, or C. They have it ranked mouth orgasm. They're great. Nothing to write home about, but good. This ain't it, Chief, and would rather die than eat again. So,
Okay.
they're very
Okay.
good on-
Okay. This is fascinating. So I was literally talking about cereal with my in-laws tonight, and none of them, not a single person in my husband's family, eats cereal with milk.
What the fuck?
Right? Thank you. I don't. Oh, I just turned the clapper on with my shrieking.
Are they 3? Because that's what 3-year-olds do.
Thank you. They eat it separately. They don't pour milk on their cereal. No, they don't. They just don't. They eat it dry. They eat it dry. And I'm just like, what the fuck is wrong with you?
All right, now, but to be fair though, like, so when I eat cereal, I will eat it with milk. And then after I eat the cereal, I feel like the cereal milk is gross.
See, I love cereal
So
milk.
I give it to Saturn.
So yeah, I literally just tonight had this conversation. I said, oh, good. You know what? Fine. At least it isn't water or orange juice or soda.
That's a good point, Sam.
So-
That's probably a sensory thing, but with your kid especially. So yeah.
But yeah, with
probably,
your
like-
family, sure. But with my in-laws, they're just weird. So, but it's funny that you mentioned that list because it reminds me of the one sole time going to the first cereal on the list here, Rice Krispies. One time, I was a dumb kid and decided to put orange soda
time.
on my Rice Krispies.
Oh.
It was bad. Don't do that. It was
Okay.
such a terrible idea, but I was just like, oh, I'm gonna give this a shot. This can't be bad. I like orange soda, and I like Rice Krispies. No, don't fucking do it.
I'm really glad that that Des has had the same opinion about
Cereal milk?
cereal milk. Yeah.
Yeah.
It makes me feel not alone.
No, you are not alone.
Let's just go in like, do we want to go in reverse order again, or do we want to try from like the top?
Let's try. I
Go
mean,
in.
I already talked about the Rice Krispies, so let's try it from the
Okay.
from there and then take it in order. So Rice
Okay.
Krispies. I feel
They're
like
like
Rice
standard.
Krispies. Yeah, they're a good vehicle. You know,
Yeah.
they're not like. I'm not gonna eat them on their own. They need half a cup of sugar in the bottom. But
Oh God.
yeah, I am very funky.
Sorry, I tend to be really turned off by sugar. I'm a very strange person.
That's okay. That's the only cereal that I actually do
Not
anything
sodas.
to.
I will drink soda until the cows come home, unfortunately, which is my problem. That's my problem. But I
Trying
just
to
don't like
imagine
sugar
the
in things.
feeling of eating Rice Krispies. It's terrible. Don't do it. And everything just don't do it. Anyway, for me, Rice Krispies, I think I'm gonna put in the nothing to write home about, but
Yeah,
good
nothing
category.
to write home about, but good. They're
Because
good.
they're good, and you can make Rice
And
Krispies treats with them.
And they make fun sounds
Yeah.
when they're wet. So, you know.
Rice
that's
Krispies need a lot of
something.
sugar. Cornflakes with sliced banana and a tiny bit of sugar is quite tasty. Ooh, fancy you. All right, next up. Go ahead.
I'm so over Fruity Pebbles because I'm an adult. But,
See, I
mean,
like baby cereals. I like the really like
some
toddler
baby
sugar
cereals.
cereals. And I think that Fruity Pebbles are just better Rice Krispies. So I'm gonna put them in B, they're great.
I'm sticking them in the nothing to write home about.
That's
but
fine.
Again, I think I'm gonna have a lot,
Forget that I want
and then
all chance.
I'll have mouth orgasm, and then that's it. I think that's how this is gonna go.
Yeah. Forget that I want all the child cereal. I never had Fruity Pebbles until adulthood, but I had the Cocoa ones. I have the palate of a child, and I love Fruity Pebbles. They're top tier for me. I love Cocoa Pebbles more. So I've never had
Yeah.
Cocoa Pebbles.
I think I have. I think that, I mean, they're just like all the other chocolatey cereal. They turn your cereal milk kind
Chocolatey.
of chocolately, and
Okay.
you know they're
I
for a
think-
kid.
I think
More
I'm
or
gonna
less.
put them in nothing to write home about, but good, personally.
Yeah, I'm putting them in there too.
And same, you know what though? Here's a spicy take. I'm dropping Cocoa Puffs in This Ain't It, Chief. Because I don't like the chocolatey on its own as much as a cereal that we will talk about later.
Okay, I'm sticking. I don't know. I quite like when things are puffy in a cereal. So I'm very tempted to put in They're Great, but I never eat it, so I'm gonna put it into nothing. to write
Okay,
home about.
that's cool. Pops. Okay.
This
I
is my
love-
S tier.
Yeah, I think they're really good. I like them an awful. They're gonna be. They're great for me, because I haven't had them fairly recently, but I fucking love them.
I
they
also
were-
feel like in the 90s, I feel like their advertisement really
Gotta
went
have my
far.
Pops.
Generation, yeah.
Yeah.
So that might have done some programming into our brains. I'm not
Yeah.
sure.
All right. So next up is my first S tier Reese's Puffs.
Yeah.
I love Reese's. Oh fuck! I just
I
realized.
still remember that weird like
the weird
that
mascot thing.
Hip hop
Eat 'em up!
jingle, the Reese's Puff, right?
Peanut butter
Peanut
chocolate
chocolate
flavor.
Yeah. I can't not hear that when I see.
I love these so much. They're so good, and I never get them because it came up because my husband bought me a box of Wendy's Frosty flavored cereal, which I'm
Okay.
fascinated by, but I'm never
terrified by the sound of that.
I'm never home to eat breakfast in the morning, and I can't eat like a bowl of cereal in the car. So I haven't had them yet.
Saturn says, I thought it didn't get better than Peanut Butter Crunch, and then Reese's Puffs happened.
Yo, exactly. Rhett and Link did not like the Frosty cereal. Oh, good to know. All right, well, I'll keep that in mind.
I'm gonna put it in. They're great. They're great.
Okay.
'Cause I don't eat them anymore, but I definitely did like 10 years ago.
Yeah, that's good
No.
stuff. All right, next up is
Mini
Ooh.
wheats that
This
are
is-
frosted.
This is a mouth orgasm for me. I
Me too.
love mini wheats, but they gotta be frosted. If it's the unfrosted ones, fuck them. That's not a cereal. That's fiber, you know. But like, you give me them frosted mini wheats, I fucking love frosted mini wheats. Link loves frosted mini. He do. Mini wheats with warm milk. Bold. I've not had that. Should I try it?
Like if it's winter time, that might not be.
Yeah,
too
that-
terrible,
I don't
but
think that would be
really like my
terrible.
milk to be super warmed.
I would probably try it as like a hot cereal, because I do like hot cereals. Like
Yeah.
oatmeal and grits. Is
Oatmeal
grits
is
a
good.
cereal? I don't know if grits is a cereal, but like whatever. I love them.
The thing, so like, there is the grits that are Southern style. I have to have the cheesy kind.
Okay, that's valid too. I love those.
But then I personally think like once the attempt of like not attempt because they're still grits. But if you find grits in the north or the northeast, you're finding like an interpretation of it.
Yeah,
It's
it's
still
not-
the grit base.
Yeah,
but
it's not
you tend
the
to put more
same.
cheese and more sausage and more crap in it to like Italian it up a little
Yeah,
bit. You know?
yeah, you're not wrong.
Yeah.
But I love grits. They're not on the list. They might, you know what? They might be on the.
They might be on that last list.
yeah,
I'm
that's
not
what
sure.
I'm
I haven't
thinking.
looked at it because there
Let's-
was a lot.
Okay, we'll
So.
take a look. We got time. Next up is Golden Grams.
To make it not taste bad, yeah. I can't have plain grits. They don't taste good to me.
No, I gotta put something in them, either cheese
Yeah,
or butter
cheese
or something. Golden Grams are tasty, but you need to eat them in like 1 minute because solid F, one soggy. And grits are an any time of day food. I absolutely agree. All right, so for me, Golden Grams,
I'm putting it in nothing to write home about.
I'm
but
gonna put them in.
good.
They're great because they were like my first favorite cereal. But you know what? The other one that I'm thinking of isn't on this list. Cinnamon Toast. I don't see Cinnamon Toast Crunch. Do you? No,
not.
I don't see it
Yeah.
there. Interesting.
I would
Okay.
rather have cinnamon.
Yeah,
Toast
I'd
Crunch.
rather have Cinnamon Toast Crunch than Golden Grams, but not in that. Like if I only have Golden Grams, I want Golden Grams. Whoop. Who just sent me a message?
I'm really curious about your feelings on Raisin Bran. So.
I fucking hate raisins, so that's going solid. Would rather die than eat that again.
I like raisins, but I don't like chocolate covered raisins, and that's like a weird thing to people. But I'm putting it in there great because I mean, you know, it's
You're
like
an
a
adult.
room for your colon.
You're an adult. It's colon blow. I do not love raisins. We were having this again. This is another discussion that I was having with my in-laws tonight because somebody brought over a carrot cake, and I'm like, if there's raisins in this carrot cake, I'm fucked. And then
Oh,
it just
I've
ended up
seen
being that
raisins
the
in the
carrot
carrot
cake
cake.
was kind of shitty after all, so I didn't
Right.
feel bad about it. But that would have
I've
been like
never
been
had a carrot cake with raisins in it before. I love carrot cake.
I see it sometimes. I prefer that, like, if you're gonna be a carrot cake, I want like walnuts in it, big time walnuts.
Yeah. Usually I've just had it plain, and then maybe like chunks of, well, not chunks, but like little thin slices of carrot in it.
So we have an I love raisins and an I love Raisin Bran Crunch in my chat. So I'm like, okay, guys, you listen. More for you. I can't stand them. The texture, the taste, just not for me
I like
at all.
grapes too, but I think under normal circumstances I would rather have a grape than the
I'll
grape
eat-
zombie, I guess.
I'll eat all the black purple raisins, but I don't like the black purple grapes, and I love green grapes, but I won't eat green raisins. See, the only kind of raisin that I'll occasionally tolerate is like a golden raisin.
I don't think I've ever seen a different colored raisin, so.
I give them, you know what, Rufus used to eat them, and they reminded me so much of like chinchilla poops that I was just like, there's no way I can eat these. What the fuck? I love craisins
Right.
though. Craisins rule.
Oh yeah, craisins are good.
Okay, so next up is Honeycomb. And
I'm putting that in my mouth orgasm.
I don't think I've ever had it, so I'm gonna put it
really?
in nothing to write home about, but good.
It's very similar to Pops.
Here's the thing, I probably would like it,
Yeah, you
but for
probably
now,
like it.
and I can, always go back and amend this.
Honeycomb can be eaten dry, like
Okay.
as a snack, if
Okay.
you need like a quick handful. But I would much rather have milk. So
Okay.
Which like Captain Crunch is this?
So
it
this is
regular Captain
peanut
Crunch?
butter crunch.
Oh, it's peanut butter crunch. Okay.
So
This is
I
good. I'm gonna put this
haven't
in
had
the
that,
sandwich.
but I'm gonna put it in. They're great because you give me peanut butter on anything, and I'm on a board, or not on a board. I'm on board. Jesus. What? Words? Also, the concept of Craisin Bran Crunch. I'm listening.
Oh yeah, yeah. I really like it when they're in like muffins, the craisin type, like
Wonder if they're
muffins
enough-
with cranberry in it.
Gone but
Yeah.
never forgotten cereals to make a tier list. Ooh, oh my god. I would put Hidden Treasures on there. Big time. I fucking miss that. Regular Captain Crunch is good. I've never had peanut butter crunch, but if it's anything like Captain
Regular
Crunch.
Captain Crunch hurts my mouth.
Yeah, oh, it totally
So-
destroys my mouth, but I love it. It's so tasty.
I don't think I was legal the last time I ate Captain Crunch cereal. So.
Oh, Berry Berry Kick. So my cousins were big Berry Berry Kicks people. I don't
Oh yeah,
think I ever
those
had
are
that.
pretty good. I
Yeah.
liked the plain better. But,
All right.
Cookie Crisp, I'm putting in This Ain't It Chief because I
Yeah.
didn't even like it as a kid.
Okay, so
So-
here's I'm with you on that one. That particular Cookie Crisp is going in This Ain't It Chief. But the next one is like the Rainbow Cookie Crisp. For some reason
I've
that's
never even
even
heard of
better.
this.
I'm putting that in they're great. Cuz it's
All
very
right.
it's so much better than regular ass Cookie
Putting
Crisp.
it in This Ain't It Chief. again,
Yeah, that's fine.
because I doubt that I'd like it.
It's like
Um,
it's like sprinkles instead of chocolate chips.
Are they back to calling them honey snack? Well, I guess they used to call them.
They were sugar smacks.
Right,
And
I
then they were
remember
just
that.
smacks and now they're honey smacks.
And that's basically the same as Golden Crisp, but Golden Crisp isn't in here. But
See, I think
literally
they're
the same.
yeah, but they're also yeah. They're like Golden Crisp with the bear, Sugar Bear or whatever his name is. Can't get enough of that
Phoenix,
Golden Crisp.
hard to disagree. Hard to disagree. That's probably gonna be pretty high up there for me. Honey smack. So yeah, I mean,
I think I'm gonna put this in a nothing to write home about, but good, because I don't
Yeah,
know if
I
I've had
agree.
it. But if it's anything, I think it's got like texturally like pops. So I'm like, okay, can't be that bad, but nothing
Right.
to write home about.
I
Okay, now
forgot
we're
about
getting into,
Life
like-
cereal. Does Life cereal still exist?
It still exists, but now we're getting into like the stretch of boring cereals that I just
Oh, for now. So this is my time to shine.
Yes, this is all for you.
I
This
really,
is-
I really like old people cereals. There's cereal that's not on here that's my favorite,
Mm.
and it's called Basic Four,
Oh,
and
I've
it's like
seen
a
that.
very like this is good for you cereal, and it's got like the
It's got fiber.
the yogurt covered raisin or not raisins, the yogurt covered nuts, and it's got craisins in it. It's got almond slices and like all that.
Okay.
stuff.
Also,
But
it's
I'm
kind of like
delicious.
a granola in that sense.
Yeah, but it's not as hard to chew as the stuff that have like the granola clusters in them, like those kinds of cereals.
See,
It's
those
much
I like.
I like those too, but like they can be hard for me too.
Yeah, the ones that like break my teeth. That's some good.
Yeah.
So I think I'm gonna put Life in This Ain't It Chief, because it does nothing for me. It's not particularly exciting, you know.
It's been so long since I've had it, and I feel like if I ate it, I would really like it again. I'm gonna put it in there great because I
Okay.
remember being very fond of it. I'm also in the camp of, all right, I don't want my cereal to be mush, but I would like it to be a little
Something to
a little
retain some
moister
texture.
than most
Yeah.
people probably are comfortable with. Yeah.
Well,
And
you
I
want it
feel
to
like
retain
Life
some
is really
texture,
good
but
at
not
that.
be like sog.
Right.
Okay.
I think Life does a really good job because of the
Okay.
way it's structured.
Speaking of sog, cornflakes.
Cornflakes are cornflakes. I have a hard time digesting corn these days.
I put them into the lowest. I put it into would rather die than eat again because like
Oh no! I'm gonna put
that
it
ain't-
in This Ain't It Cheese.
that ain't for me.
Like, if I'm desperate.
Yeah, I was gonna say cornflakes were originally as listen the chat is saying cornflakes were originally made to quell certain urges in people.
I mean, yeah.
they're supposed to make you not touch yourself.
Kellogg in general, like it's all about the.
Yeah, it's all about the
no-
not touching.
No fapping.
The
Yeah.
no fapping. Learned that from Rhett and
I
Link.
can't-
I remember reading that when I was a kid, but like, not like a kid, but like maybe middle school. I remember reading that they did that and Kellogg's was all fucking weird.
Yeah.
Okay, so next it looks like we got a combination of like Special K red berries and then regular ass Special K.
Right. Which I know I had them as a kid, but I really can't remember what they looked like, what they tasted like.
Yeah,
so.
I've had like, there used to be like a Special K that had like vanilla nut, and I loved that.
Okay.
But I'm gonna
put them both in This Ain't It Cheese.
Yeah,
I
agree
think I
with
would
you.
Care for it.
I don't think I would like it, but I don't think I would. I think I would like a variation on the theme enough. Yeah, they put cocaine in drinks, exactly. All right, next we got Kix.
Yeah.
And I don't know if I've ever had Kix.
Oh, really?
Yeah, Cinnamon Pecan Special K sounds good. I don't like Special K, but the worst one was the chocolate one they made. Ooh.
I'm
Kix.
putting mine in. They're great because I have some fond memory. Like that
Okay.
Kix is another one of those things where you can eat it dry.
Yeah, I think I'm gonna put it in the nothing to write home about but good, because they're probably fine. They look like sweetened puffs. And as we were discussing before,
They're very
puffs are
lightly
good.
sweetened.
We like
Yeah.
puffs.
Yeah, there's not a lot of flavor. It's very light in terms of its sweetness,
Okay.
so it's not like
All right, so it's not like gonna rot your teeth out.
yeah.
Okay, cool. Next we have Count Chocula.
Yeah.
So the monster cereals in general, I love. I have a big respect for them, but they stopped making my favorite one. They brought it back briefly, and then it disappeared.
Like for Halloween.
Yeah, there were originally, well, I guess not originally, but at any given point in time, there have been 5 monster cereals. So there's Count Chocula, which everybody knows, Boo Berry and Frankenberry, which come out, you know, I guess they're all
Usually
seasonal
on
now.
Halloween.
Yeah, so the 3 of
Oh,
them.
okay.
And then there used to be one called Fruit Brute, which was like a berry cereal, and then and then there was Yummy Mummy, which was orange cream flavored with the marshmallows, and it was so good. I bought oh god, the year they brought it back, I must have bought like fucking 20 boxes of that shit, because I knew that once it was gone, it was gone and we wouldn't see it again. And it's
Right.
been probably 6-7 years since they brought it back, and I miss it every day. Actually, we were talking in the stream not too long ago. One of my chatters, Olaf, he was the one who broke the news about Yummy Mummy to one of the nostalgia novelty sites that I really like. So that's just like a little fun side fact. But yeah, so for me, Count Chocula, and I think both of them I'm gonna put in, they're great.
Well, after Elisa's poured her heart out about how much she loves the
Oh,
monster cereals,
you can dunk on
I'm
them. It's
putting
totally
them
fine.
in This Ain't It Cheese.
That's fine.
So,
Listen, I like marshmallows a lot. If they bring it back again, I will buy a bajillion boxes of them. I swear. I'm gonna have to like empty out a closet in here just for the amount of Yummy Mummy I put in it.
yeah.
All right, regular ass Captain Crunch. That is top tier for me. I
I'm putting that in
love
Nothing to Write Home About.
Captain Crunch. It's so good. It destroys my mouth, but it's so tasty.
Not too much pain to want more
R.I.P. Space for
pain.
Mr. Explosion. I mean, yeah, but I think he'd understand.
Internet people are ridiculously passionate about monster cereals. Okay.
This is true. This is very true. Internet people are very passionate
I'm
about
a weird
monster
internet
cereals.
person then, because I'm not
Well,
passionate about a lot
I
of
think
things
it's
that
more
people on the
like
internet are.
it's more like the internet nostalgia people are bonkers
Right.
for nostalgia for monster cereals, and like I get it and I respect that, but I didn't really have them when I was a kid, so my
Yeah, I was not
experiences
allowed
with
to
them-
eat that as a child.
Yeah.
So.
My experiences with the monster cereals are formed as an adult, so
Yeah.
that's why I like the ones that I do. And you know
Um,
what? Boo Berry is my mom's favorite cereal.
I could see that.
All right, Wheaties. They're
I've never had
boring.
Wheaties.
Bye.
So I'm gonna say this ain't it cheap.
Oh, they'd rather die for me then. I don't like boring ass cereals like that.
Booberry? What is Booberry? Oh, Booberry. I get it. Okay. He posted the booba emote and then RY. So Booberry.
Booberry. Dolls, axolotls, and cereal. Mr. Explosion knew what he was signing up for.
What is this, the multi-grain Cheerio?
Yes, that's multigrain
I
Cheerios.
really enjoyed this as a kid, so I'm putting this in their grade. Man, I sound like the weirdest, most boring kid right now.
I think they're a This Ain't It Chief for me, but it's mostly because I've never had them. I think I would be willing to amend that if I ever tried them. You know, see where exactly they go.
Right. We're now finally at a cereal that I would rather die than eat again.
Really? Okay.
Yes. Crave. I tried it. I thought it would be great because, you know, like that time of the month, you want the chocolate type of thing. But it's not chocolate. It's a lie.
They used to have
Bad.
other varieties of Crave, and I liked those better, but I don't think I've ever had this particular. So I feel like Crave is just a really bad Hidden Treasures. So I'm gonna This Ain't It Chief it because I don't think I've had it. At least not in that iteration.
Flashback of Hidden Treasures. I always wanted to try that as a kid. That was another one of the things I wasn't allowed to eat.
For some reason, I was actually allowed to eat that one. I loved it. It was one of my favorites. Just bring back Hidden Treasures cereal. Come on.
I find like a real weird, like, hypocrisy in my parents not allowing me to eat all this certain stuff for health reasons, but then we're also like really neglectful.
Yeah.
And I recently remembered that when I was like 4, my mom literally said, "Eat dust and die."
Gee, that's so nice.
But I wasn't allowed to have.
But you
really
couldn't have
sugary
Hidden
cereal all
Treasures
the time.
because they were bad for you. Right. Okay.
I was allowed to have Lucky Charms for some
Make
reason.
it make sense, man. Make it make sense.
Yeah. You know, parents, boomers, what are you gonna do? Throw out the whole generation.
Alright. Next up, I've never had s'mores, but I probably like them because it's got marshmallows.
I feel like I would hate them, so I'm putting them in
I'm putting them in.
They're
They're great. Alright, Crunch Berries.
Crunch Berries. I don't know if I had Crunch Berries.
Yeah, I was gonna say, I don't think I've actually had Crunch Berries. So I think I'm gonna put them in Nothing to Write Home About.
Nothing to Write Home About, yeah.
Because, like, I like Captain Crunch. So it can't be that different from Captain Crunch. But I've never had it.
It probably tastes like when the Kicks have the berries in it.
Yeah.
It probably has the same flavor.
Yeah, like, I know Des was talking about, like, Berry Kicks before, too. Crunch Berries are the best of the cap. Ooh, okay. You know what? I might have to try them. Oh, Frosted Flakes. I love Frosted Flakes.
I love Frosted Flakes.
I'm putting them in, they're great.
Me too.
Which
also
makes sense.
Because it's Frosted Flakes.
Yeah, I was like, they're great.
Great. Yeah.
I like them. They're one of the few, like, basic
staple.
cereals. Because I don't think they're too sweet. Your two screens look so different, and I love it.
I need to go over real quick to see what your setup looks like. I'm gonna go do that while you talk.
Yeah. So I love Frosted Flakes. I think they're really tasty. They're not too sweet, but they're not absolutely disastrously bad. So hell yeah. Alright. I wish I could open. Oh wait, maybe I can open it in a new Firefox window, and that won't. Oh yeah, now I can go look at your screen.
Commercials. Okay.
Oh. No, I don't want to switch to that tab. I want to, like, open it in a different. Here. I pause.
I feel really bad for everybody who's like in both chats at once.
Yeah, right.
Thank you. I'm very.
I appreciate
you are
it.
the real MVPs right now.
All right.
We are almost.
Oh, I
go.
see. You know what? Mine's really top heavy, and yours is really bottom heavy.
Yeah.
Oh, funky. All right.
Yeah.
So we got Fruit Loops, right? I love Fruit Loops. Fruit Loops are S tier for me.
I'm putting them in. They're great.
Okay, they're S tier for me. I love them. I like fruity cereals. I like sweet fruity cereals, and they're one of the best.
I'm about to surprise you towards the end, though. I'm gonna really surprise you with like, I don't like sweet cereals, and then I'm gonna surprise you.
Okay, all right. Cheerios.
They're fine.
Yeah, I'm torn between like Nothing to Write Home About or This Ain't It, because okay, you know what I'm gonna do? I'm gonna put regular ass Cheerios in This Ain't It, Chief, because I guess they're fine, but I don't really like them. They got no flavor to them.
Sarah, I'm gonna surprise you. I'm gonna surprise you.
But
it's okay.
you are right. Honey Nut Cheerios are going in. They're great.
Yeah, Honey Nut Cheerios. I'm putting at a top because that's just like my whole life. That's been one of my top favorite cereals.
I liked them when I was a kid because they did have the sweetness to it, and the bee. I like the bee. He's an alright dude. He's not as much of a. Oh, that's what's not on this list. Fucking Trix. Oh, that's weird.
Yeah, there's no Trix here.
There's no Trix. There's no Cinnamon Toast Crunch.
I mean, there's Fruit Loops, which is very similar.
Yeah, so because I like Trix and Fruit Loops are like analogous to me.
Most of the cereal tier lists I found were actually like Australian or British.
Oh, so they had like the international ones.
So it was very hard for me to find an American one. This is the best I could do.
Yeah. Also, I do miss the Trix shapes. Yeah, Trix they were so much better when they were actually shaped like fruits. And now they're just like balls, and they're puffs, and like puffs are fine. I would actually think I would place Trix slightly lower than Fruit Loops. Their shapes again? Oh, hell yeah.
And forth, they don't know what they want.
All right. Lucky Charms is my favorite cereal of all time. So that is going super S tier right there.
You know, I'm going to put it there too, and I have to say that a couple of years ago, I might not have, but I've been, living with Sarah's children
God tier
who
cereal.
love it. And now, like, between that and, being a person who partakes in a certain herb, it is definitely a lot better than I remember.
I called it Ricky Charms. Okay. So I loved cereals with marshmallows in, and so here was my Lucky Charms pipeline, right? So I used to get a lot of like the novelty specialty cereals. So I used to, this is both going to date me and embarrass me at the same time. Are you sitting down and ready for this one?
Yeah.
I loved the Star Wars Episode 1 cereal. It was
there
like...
Was a what now?
There was an Episode 1 cereal. It had holographic box, and it had fucking marshmallows in it. It was basically just fancy-ass Lucky Charms, and I loved it. It came with, like, lightsaber pens, and I had, like... Yeah, I had 2 Mace Windu's and a Luke's... No, who has the green one? Is that Obi-Wan?
Shit.
Anyway,
my knowledge of Star Wars just fell out of my head.
Anyway, I had 2 of the purple ones, which I know is Mace Windu, and I had one of the green ones, which I'm pretty sure is Obi-Wan Kenobi, or whoever's it was. It doesn't matter. But it was such good cereal, and then they stopped making it, because that's what happens with licensed cereals. They just...
Saturn says Qui-Gon.
Qui-Gon, yes, thank you. Yeah. Thank you.
Obi-Wan, yeah, I thought Obi-Wan was blue, and then Luke was green.
Luke's, yeah. It might have been Luke's too. I don't know.
Luke's is just Anakin's spoilers.
Yeah. But anyway, point of the story is they stopped making the cereal, and I was bereft. I'm like, what the fuck? What the fuck am I gonna eat for breakfast now? This is what I would eat before going to school, and like, this is like high school. Because I remember having the pens in the little zipper pouch of my binder, because it was so cool. I was so cool.
Right.
And then I was like, well, I guess Lucky Charms is the same thing. And then it was! And it's great! And they don't take the Lucky Charms away. So I'm like, fuck yeah. The only thing
Lucky Charms isn't going anyway.
This is why we friends nerds. Yeah. So one of the funniest things, my mom used to really like the Robin Hood Men in Tights. Or not Men in Tights. The serious one that came out around the same time as Men in Tights.
Oh. Was it the one where it's...
The one with the Bryan Adams song. Everything I do, I do it for you. Like, Prince of Thieves.
Is that the one with my boy in it that I have a huge crush on, who's no longer with us? Because there is one where I believe he plays either the sheriff or like...
Yes, I think...
Guy. I can't remember who he plays, but...
I think...
Alan Rickman, yeah.
Yeah, I think that was Prince of Thieves.
Okay, yeah. I've never seen that one, surprisingly enough.
My mom saw it in theaters. Like, she went with one of her friends when we were kids, and then she loved it so much she started buying the cereal, because that's what you did in the early 90s, right? You
Right.
want to, like, show your appreciation for something, you buy the fucking cereal.
You buy the cereal.
And I don't remember anything about it, but she loved it, and then they stopped making it. I'm not trying to remember. And then she went to... Oh, what is... She did, like, the strawberry yogurt Cheerios for a while, then they stopped making those, and... I don't know. I track, like, my life via the cereals that my mom ate for breakfast a lot of the time.
I'm putting Apple Jacks in mouth orgasm.
I'm putting them in... they're great. Because I like them, but they are
I can't
not...
remember the last time I had them, but I know that I
Yeah,
like them.
I know I
don't
like
know why
them.
I don't buy them.
All right, so we have completed our cereals.
Yes.
And I think what this tells me is that I like cereal.
I like cereal.
I like cereal. Apple Jacks isn't this, ain't it, Chief? All right, that's fair. I like them okay. They are both not apple enough nor cinnamon enough. Okay.
They're not very cinnamony, but I don't know. There's some kind of flavor like that really doesn't taste like apples or cinnamon, but it tastes good.
Yeah.
I don't know what to call that flavor other than good.
It's good. All right, good. This is a good one. Good job, y'all. I like this, and we have what are
This one's gonna be an undertaking because it's quite large of like stuff. It's so big that we might want to start from the beginning instead of the back end.
All right, I think we should do that. Let me
I'm not even sure what some of this is.
That's a big ass pile of bacon though, and I'm excited for that. All right, so here we have the more complete breakfast foods tier list maker. Oh my goodness. Okay.
So many.
Okay. All right. There's a lot of stuff on here, but I think we can. What the fuck is
we
that?
can get through it. So I think that might be like not a bear claw,
I
but
think it's like an
a
apple
bear claw.
fritter.
Yeah, something like that.
Yeah.
Or,
You know what? I think it's in alphabetical
breakfast.
order, so I think that's an apple fritter.
Yeah, you're probably right.
So I think those are good.
I think those are good too.
I think I'm gonna
am
put them...
kind of held back by the fact that it's so desserty.
Yeah. I think I'm gonna put them B tier. Because I think they're good, but I don't think I would necessarily want it for breakfast. I would want it for like a sweet snack in the afternoon. You know?
Yeah. I mean, it depends. Sometimes I do like if it's the morning time and I'm going on a road trip, I'll have a donut instead of something meaty and eggy.
Cinnamon roll. Oh, we'll get there.
Yeah.
We'll get there. All right.
Bacon is A tier for me.
Bacon is S tier. I
might move bacon. Oh no, I won't. Okay, because there's sausage links, and to me, sausage link is superior to bacon. So.
Oh, I like that too. Yeah. All right, that's fine. I like breakfast meats. So those are all gonna land their asses into like top tier for me. So
bagels
that's. Say what?
Bagels with cream cheese.
Bagels with cream cheese is an S tier. Honestly, if you take the bagels with cream cheese and you put bacon on them, I'm good. That is a perfect breakfast for me right there.
If you take a bagel with cream cheese and you put lox on it, then you just I owe you a favor.
I was gonna say you just invented New York there.
I mean,
bagel with cream cheese lox.
Bagels and lox, man. That. Especially if it's an egg bagel and it's like just toasted enough to be warm but not toasty. So I owe you a favor.
So around here we have bagel places that do egg everything, and that is the perfect bagel for me. I wouldn't be able
to eat it though. Like I would like the taste, but I wouldn't be able to eat it.
Yeah, I love everything bagels and I love egg bagels. So when you make egg everythings, I'm just like I'm dying, Squirtle. All right.
Did you start choking?
Yeah, I did. I'm good though.
Okay.
Next we have those are beignets,
which I've never had, but I'm assuming it's like a funnel cake or an elephant's ear or a zippily.
Yeah.
I would put those in C tier because I don't associate that with breakfast at all.
I think I'm gonna put them B because I could eat them for breakfast. And I might I've mostly had them for dessert. but they're delicious. So
Yeah, I would probably. Oh no, you know what? I have had beignets because I had little mini beignets at Popeyes.
yes,
They were very good.
yes, but
I
they're not
wouldn't have them for
necessarily breakfast. You know?
Yeah.
Okay. That next one is a bialy.
I've
Which is
never heard of this.
It's like it's a Jewish bagel but it's not got the hole punched all the way
you
out.
mean a bagel?
Well, it's like a bagel, but it doesn't have the hole punched all the way out. It's kind of flat in the middle.
I know, but you said Jewish bagel, which is just a bagel.
Right. I mean, you're not wrong. So I'm gonna put them B or A tier because they're not my ultimate favorites, but I do like them quite a bit. They usually have like seasonings in the inside, and I like that. They have them at Wegmans.
Oh, I'll have to try them at some point. Until that point, I'm putting it in C, but I may amend if I ever try one.
Okay, that's totally cool. All right, next up, now this is an S tier for me, Biscuits and Gravy. I love Biscuits and Gravy. It is so good. Oh, delicious. A+, 10 out of 10. I love these. Yes, Wegmans. They should have them in the baked goods section. Check there. But Biscuits and Gravy is it is one of my all-time favorites. Did we get disconnected?
Yeah.
No, we didn't.
I've only
good.
had them like once or twice, but
my dad makes a really good biscuits and gravy. You know who else makes a pretty good biscuit and gravy? My husband. Because he tried, and they were delicious. Next up is regular biscuits, and I think I'm going to put them in A because I want something on my biscuit. Like, I think they're delicious as is, which is why I'm putting them A tier.
I'm putting them in B for that reason.
Okay.
Yeah, because
I
my
want
biscuits and gravy is in B as well.
Yeah, but I want like either like a sausage on them or in them or cheese or a spread or something. But just as is, I would usually prefer them with something else.
Right.
Next up, I think that's a breakfast burrito.
That's definitely a breakfast burrito. So I'm going to work under the assumption that this breakfast burrito is Taco Bell.
Okay.
I'm going to put it in A tier, just in case it's got stuff in it I can't eat.
So I'm going to put it C tier because I like breakfast burritos, but I don't really eat eggs.
Yeah.
So I'm very, very fussy about the ones that I actually want.
Yeah, I know I feel like I know a surprising amount of people who just don't like eggs, which I love eggs, man. The scrambled is like my least favorite version of eggs, but I love eggs.
So, my friend Necro, who raids me sometimes, he always posts these incredible pictures of eggs that he's made, because he makes eggs like every day for breakfast, and they look great. But not that I don't look like I want to eat them. You know what I mean? Like, they look great, and for somebody who likes eggs, that would be awesome. But as I do not like eggs, I am not interested in eating them.
Right.
All right, so next up we got Canadian bacon.
C.
Yeah, I'm actually with you on that one.
Just ham.
Canadian bacon is my least. It's my least favorite of the breakfast meats. And it's a little boring.
I don't eat it.
Yeah.
If there was an F tier, it would be an F.
All right, next up we got breakfast cereal, and as we just determined, I like cereal, so I think I'm gonna put that A tier.
I'm putting that in B.
I think it's a really good, like, quick breakfast if you don't have cereal's just dessert now. That's fair. I feel
cereal's an anytime.
Yeah, I feel like cereal is good for me if I have some time in the morning, but not a lot of time. Like, if I got like half an hour before I need to go somewhere, cereal is it. But
it's there for you.
Yeah, because it's like, it's quick enough for me to be able to like eat it in the mornings and then go if I have a little bit of extra time, but I can't eat it if I don't have the time to. Like, I can't take it with me. And and for me, breakfast in the mornings, portability is huge.
Sarah says that it's her sleepwalking food.
Oh, I believe that.
Which it is. Like, Saturn has walked in more times than I have, but like definitely like if we walk in at 4 a.m, Sarah's sleepwalking and usually eating like a bowl of cereal.
All right, next up we got chicken and waffles.
I've had this a few times as lunch.
Yeah, I don't.
And
for
it's
me,
fine.
Yeah, I think I'm gonna be it as well. Like, I love fried chicken. I love waffles, I don't know if I love them together.
Yeah, like I though I have created this. I think I sent you like a text one time because it was like I got those chicken breasts, like frozen chicken breasts, and I popped one in the air fryer, and then I toasted 2 Eggos, and then
there
like
you go.
I sandwiched them together with some syrup.
Yeah,
and
there
like,
you go.
Behold, the chicken and waffle sandwich.
Chicken and waffles are not breakfast; they're dinner. I agree.
Yeah, maybe lunch or dinner. Yeah.
All right. So, but next up, I see chicken biscuit, and chicken biscuit is A tier.
Is really good. Yeah.
I love, especially. So Wendy's has a honey butter chicken biscuit on their breakfast menu that I love. I know we were over a year stream the other night. We were talking about Wendy's breakfast because it's back again, and it was met with a lot of division. Like some people really like it, some people don't. I think it's good, and Wendy's has a really good one. I think they do like a hot honey chicken biscuit now for breakfast, and I don't love hot honey. So
love honey.
Yeah,
like,
I love honey.
I'll put it in a tea and it's fine.
Yeah.
And I love honey Nut Cheerios, but I don't love honey.
Oh my god, I like chicken biscuits, Des. So I think it's worth a try. All right, so what the fuck is this next thing?
I'm gonna take off my bandage wrap for a little bit.
Okay.
So hold on a second.
That's okay. I'm gonna inspect this element to see if I can figure out what it is. Oh, chorizo.
Yeah, I'm not sure what it is.
Oh, it's like a chorizo scramble, I guess.
Okay.
I love chorizo, but that isn't breakfast to me.
Yeah.
So I'm gonna put I'm gonna put that C tier, simply because I don't think it's breakfasty enough. Like at least with chicken and waffles, like a waffle is definitely a breakfast. This just looks like tacos. So.
All right, so cinnamon buns.
Cinnamon buns is S tier.
One of Saturn's top favorites.
Oh,
I feel like it depends on the cinnamon bun.
Yeah, it depends, but if a nice warm,
if it's hot,
yeah, a nice hot cinnamon bun, that is an S tier breakfast.
Buns, cinnamon buns.
Yeah, Liz says chicken and waffles are also often served with syrup, which helps the breakfast argument, and I agree.
Yeah.
All right, so cinnamon buns, hell yes. Next is crumb cake.
I haven't placed it yet.
Oh, you didn't place it yet? Okay, I can wait.
I'm not sure. I'm putting it in B.
Okay. That's totally fair.
I do really like them, and for me personally, I really only eat them around Thanksgiving and Christmas time.
Oh yeah, they're.
But
good.
they're the kind I'm not the most super skinny mini health conscious, but I am. But there's a point with some foods that it does make me go wince kind of and say that's just
that's a bit too much.
And cinnamon buns do that to me often.
Okay.
So yeah, I don't know why.
All right, so Liz says about the next option. Did you drop it? I don't remember if you told.
It's in B tier.
It's in B. Okay, that's right.
Yeah.
So Liz says
this
that
is coffee cake.
Crumb cake is not breakfast. It's like the snack you eat to tide you over to lunch. I think it's like a brunchy kind of thing. I like crumb cake, so I'm gonna put it.
Basically coffee cake.
Yeah, crumb cake, coffee cake, same
thing. Why they're calling it breakfast, but I wouldn't call it breakfast.
I'm gonna put it B tier because I like it. But
I love coffee cake.
I don't necessarily want it for just I don't want just it for breakfast. Also, it's impossible to eat in the car. It gets all over everything.
Yeah, I'm putting it in C.
So B. All right, next is.
And this is S tier for me.
Yeah, and this
so
is D tier for me.
Right there.
I just don't do coffee. I don't do caffeine. It's never been something that I've interested in.
How do you feel about the smell of coffee?
The smell of coffee actually makes me nauseous. So,
oh really? A lot of people I've met who don't like coffee go, but the smell is great.
No, if I walk into a Starbucks, I start dry heaving.
Oh no.
I have the trouble with that.
Oh no.
Which is, I feel so bad because it's such an important thing to so many people. It is just, it is just not for me.
Yeah, no.
All right. I believe
I
the next
understand. This is cold pizza.
Cold pizza.
And so here's my argument, right? Because yes, it's breakfast, but only when it's like you have it in the fridge and you do not want to make real breakfast.
Yeah.
And it's there. And it's like, let's go. I need to put something in my mouth. So it's not really going out of your way to get. So it's D for me.
See, I think I'm gonna A tier it personally, with the caveat. Okay. I only eat cold pizza if it's like chain pizza in air quotes, like Domino's or Pizza Hut or something like that. That I will absolutely gladly eat cold, no problem. But when you get into like real like Jersey style pizza, I do not want that cold. There is such a weird difference in that for me.
Yeah, I can see why. Yeah, I can see why.
Yeah, I just don't want that.
I want that fresh.
I believe. Yeah,
this is
I want
hash.
that. Yeah, I was gonna say this is corned beef hash. This is D tier for me.
So if this was beef hash, I would actually put it in B.
I think it is. I think it's corned beef hash.
Yeah, but no, corned beef is disgusting.
Oh. So, if you have real Jersey pizza, you shouldn't have leftovers.
JellyBunnz, half Irish VTuber, sitting on St. Patrick's Day, ready to tell you corned beef is garbage.
I had that for dinner.
To be fair, it's not originally from Ireland. Like, this is a New York Irish food. But
my dad loves corned beef hash. I can't get into it. It's not for me.
I find the history of corned beef to be extremely fascinating, like in the American history of corned beef and like how we associate it with Irish people, but I don't like it. Also, cabbage is disgusting.
I had corned beef and cabbage for dinner.
Well, cooked cabbage is disgusting.
Yeah.
I will not be taking questions.
All right. Your father is not what I would put on the top of the taste wrong. You're not wrong, Sarah. All right, next up is cottage cheese, and I fucking hate cottage cheese. That's
I don't like cottage cheese.
That's less than D tier. We don't have an F tier, but I would put it in F tier.
I'm mad that it calls itself cheese.
You know what? Can I add an F tier? I don't think I can.
You can, but I don't feel like being that.
Yeah, I don't want to mess around with this. Cottage cheese is fucking gross. All right, next, what is
potatoes?
I'm checking inspect. This is country potatoes.
No,
potatoes are delicious. They're delicious. A tier, or S tier rather. Crepes. Ooh, crepes. I think I'm only gonna put in A tier because I don't get them that often.
I'm torn. I don't get them often either, but
yeah, but then when you do, you double hand them.
I'm gonna put them in A.
That's where I put them
because I usually get that like Harajuku style crepe and like
crepes is French. Crepes
is
everywhere else.
You can make them like savory.
I like a savory
which
crepe.
I'm very tempted to do, but I'm gonna put them in A tier.
So the place in the mall, the crepe place in the mall, they do really nice savory crepes because they're buckwheat.
I didn't know that we had a place.
Yeah, okay. It's on the bottom floor. They do like buckwheat savory crepes, and they do like a ham and cheese that I really like. I do not eat potatoes for breakfast, only lunch and dinner. Okay. I will eat a potato when the fuck ever, I guess, usually.
Yeah. I will eat a potato any day.
I am very fussy about them because I can't eat onions. So like a lot of like country potatoes or cheesy, my boy, hello. A lot of those I can't do because I have to be careful. Like, oh god, what is? Not hash browns, but home fries. I can't do home fries a lot of the time because they got onions in it, and that's just that's an instant no for me. And
my dad will never make home fries with onions, so if he ever makes you home fries, fear not.
All right, that's
my father does not like onions.
Yeah. All right, next.
Yeah, croissants are pretty good.
Yeah, croissants are good. I think I'm gonna put them.
I have to have a craving for them though.
Yeah, I'm gonna put them B tier.
I'm gonna put them in B tier as well.
Cheesy, welcome just joining us.
They're really good with a coffee.
Yeah. We are ranking some breakfast foods right now. We've had a couple of spicy takes. Croissants are like the coffee cake. Yeah. That's like a midday kind of thing. Though there's a bakery, there's a French bakery by one of my job sites that does a really good ham and cheese croissant. You'll start to notice a trend here. And they were so nice, and I don't know if it was the fact that I was like up to my waist in a monitoring well at that point, I know you're not a coffee person, but it being D tier hurts. Well, if you go over to Jelly, she put it S tier.
It's an
So-
S tier for me. Some of us are Methodists.
They're not breakfast, they're the snack to hold you over. Or if you get the big ones, then they're the bread for the Sammy. Okay, yes, I agree with that one. So, B tier for a croissant.
Yeah, I
Speaking of
agree with that.
croissants, this is a croissant witch, I guess.
Yeah,
And
which are better than regular croissants.
they're better than regular croissants, but I
They're
do
gonna be
think that
tier.
they are the most inferior of the breakfast sandwich.
I would
like-
rather have a croissant breakfast sandwich than a breakfast sandwich that is pancakes.
Yeah, I agree. I would rather have one that is, but I would rather not have it if I have a biscuit or an English muffin as an option.
Yeah.
Back in high school,
English
French club.
muffin I really like, but it's been that's getting with
Yeah.
my problems getting hard for me to eat. But
Back in high school, French club's whole thing was how they give out croissants with Nutella. Ooh, that sounds good. So I'm gonna put the croissant witch C
I put
tier.
it on B, yeah.
Um,
Because this clearly has like a sausage patty on it.
Yeah.
And like that's a very quick way to make me happy.
yeah. Oh, I agree. I
It's a
do.
breakfast sausage
I do
patty,
love
so.
me a breakfast sausage. Our French club
Yeah.
owns all the good food fundraisers. Does it really? That's dope. Oh, the only food fundraiser I remember at our high school is when they would sell the Gertrude Hawk chocolates, and I would bankrupt myself getting the
Oh.
fucking
like,
the
The one
toffee
that
almond
the
ones.
Everybody loved the Carmelos. I remember that was like a big seller.
Oh God, yeah. That
Yeah.
was different. I don't remember. I think it was.
Was that marching band that sold the Carmelos? I guess
No, I don't
No?
think. I think the marching band did. Marching band did the Gertrude Hawk. I think the FBLA, the Future Business Leaders of America, did the caramellos.
I forgot about that club.
Yeah, all I remember is that guy Stan with the big eyebrows used to have caramellos, and I used to buy them from him all the damn time. We had so many food-related fundraisers that stretched so thin, though, because it was like 7 or 8 clubs. Damn, cheesy. They bring in crepe people and make them on the patio? What? Damn! School got bougie after we graduated.
Really? Which doesn't make any sense to me because I hear they have no money. But
Yeah. Friend is throwing a
You
birthday
know.
party for her dog in June, and she's hitting a place to make crepes for the party. Yo, that's good. That sounds good. They got smoothies? Ugh, French Club. What the fuck, man?
glazed donut.
Glazed donut. I'm gonna take this as like a Krispy Kreme, and if it's hot, I'm gonna put that A tier.
Krispy Kreme is like my least favorite place to get a donut.
See, they're so
It's
unusual up here. They're
Saturn's
still novel.
favorite donut.
They're so unusual up here. They're still novel. So they're A tier for me.
I don't know. Like this is really good with a cup of coffee. And I'm putting this, gosh. I mean, I really like to have protein in the morning,
Yes.
even when
same.
I'm not on a health kick. But
Same.
God, I'm putting it in A anyway, just because the cup of coffee and that, and
Yeah, it's
you know,
good.
like,
It's good
yeah,
shit.
it's a good morning starter, especially
Yeah.
like if you're working in an office, it's the way to go.
Yeah.
I'm guessing these are donut holes.
Yeah, I think those are like.
I don't
the-
associate that with breakfast.
I don't either. I associate them with like school parties.
Yeah.
Or like,
Yeah.
you know what? I assume you would probably
Functions.
associate them with like a church function or something.
Church
you know?
functions. Yeah. Or
So,
like,
I think
I
that
don't know, yeah.
I think that donut holes are vastly inferior to a full donut, and I'm gonna drop them C tier.
I really enjoy them, but they're not a breakfast. I'm putting them in D because they're just not breakfast.
Yeah. So these are like
jelly
jelly
donuts.
donuts. I don't like jelly donuts. They're
I
my
like
mother's.
jelly donuts.
No one
but that's
brings
not
them in
breakfast.
anymore because they don't get eaten. Yeah, I figured as much. I mean, it's one of those things that's like, if I actually like, if they're an option, I'll take some. But they're
I
not
really
like.
want to try Timbits since we have a Tim Hortons in
Yeah.
the area. I've not tried Timbits. I've had Munchkins before.
Yeah.
I've
Liz,
never
this
had
sounds.
Timbits.
This sounds like a wild fucking party. I am so thrilled that it's happening. If you saw,
This does
so
sound like a
her
good
friend,
party.
Her friend is throwing a party for her dog in June, and she's hiring a place to make crepes for the party. It's the third year in a row she keeps one-upping herself. It's masquerade themed. They're getting it catered, hiring crepe makers, and renting a game truck. That's amazing. Like,
Sarah, the only thing I've had at Tim Hortons has been lunch, and it was okay. But like, I just keep hearing from all my Canadian friends that the coffee is excellent, and I really do. They have a wide variety of donuts, so I definitely want to try the donuts.
Yeah, I feel you. I think that donut holes as a general snack in the middle of the day are a very good choice.
Or like at a function.
Yeah.
But not like as a breakfast.
Jelly donuts. I'm actually putting you D tier. I really just do not like jelly donuts at all.
I enjoy jelly donuts, but they're not breakfast.
I do not enjoy a jelly donut.
I might have one for breakfast, but I would probably rather have something that's not wet inside for breakfast. Because I got a coffee, right? So like,
yeah.
You know.
Speaking of wet inside, eggs. Get your eggs here. Fresh and white eggs are here.
So these are specifically
like, so if they are exclusively sunny side up eggs as the one in the photo, because it looks like we got a couple of different varieties of egg going on here.
Right.
Cream filled donuts, fuck yes. I love a cream filled donut. Sunny side up eggs are like the only ones I will eat, so I will put them B tier.
Yeah, I'll put them in B because they're like a little bit too. Is this fry?
Yeah, I was gonna say this is toad in the hole.
This is freaking S tier for me.
Yeah, I used to really like it. So I will actually put that A tier. So my thing with eggs is that I don't like, if it's a hard-boiled egg, I will eat the white. I love egg whites. I will eat a runny yolk. I do not like a cooked yolk, like on a hard-boiled egg. That I will throw that fucking ping pong ball in the trash. It is disgusting.
Saturn, that was Denny's, I think, that called it Hobbit Holes. I don't think it was Ihop. I'm almost certain it was Denny's.
Alright, so this next one, I'm checking. This is eggs over easy. And that's going D tier for me because that looks disgusting.
That's a good, I mean, that's over easy is basically not sunny side. It's like more cooked, but not like still runny yolk.
Like soft boiled every day.
I'm putting that in A. Soft boiled is my favorite, but I soft boil.
It's sunny side up, flipped over.
Hard boiled is my favorite, but it's like almost soft boiled in the yolk. Like I make sure the whites are all still done, but I like the yolk to be as custardy as possible. If that makes sense.
All right, so I think next up, I believe that is an Eggs Benedict right there, and that's
which I've never had.
My mom loves them. It's just not for me. I like hollandaise really as I really like hollandaise sauce on asparagus. If you've ever had that,
I'm sticking it in C tier just because the picture makes it look really good.
Yeah.
Well,
but it is really Canadian bacon, and I know you don't particularly care for Canadian bacon.
I love eggs though, and that I mean I like sauce. So,
yeah.
I don't know. I've never had hollandaise sauce, but
it's good. I like hollandaise sauce. Scrambly eggs, those are going D tier for me.
Those are D tier, yeah.
All right. I think the next thing is an English muffin.
Those are English muffins,
and I'm gonna put that A tier.
I'm putting that in C tier.
Yeah. I think an English
muffin, put stuff on it.
Yeah, again, I'm putting it there because of the promise of what you can put on it.
Yeah.
And I really like a good, like a cheesy, sausagey egg muffin thing. But
if I'm gonna do an English muffin, it has to be a layer of butter and a layer of marmalade after I've lightly toasted.
Yeah, as those nooks and crannies got them into an A tier.
I just, you know what? I'm hesitant to move it into B tier.
Okay.
I'm gonna keep it at C.
Yeah, keep it there. We can always like take another look and see and reevaluate.
I'm guessing this is supposed to be a fancy ass French toast.
I think it's French toast, and I love French toast. So French toast is S tier.
Also, that picture looks amazing. Yeah. So we're just gonna stick it in S tier.
There's a luncheonette near me that will make a Jersey Benny in the summer. That's a poached egg over pork roll, a slice of fresh tomatoes, and a cheddar cheese sauce made from scratch. That sounds amazing, and I don't even eat tomatoes. Like,
I do not know anything about that.
That sounds so good.
Is this some kind of fruit salad?
Let me. I'm gonna inspect the element. It says fruit, just fruit in general.
Fruit, just fruit.
depending on the type of fruit.
Breakfast needs to fill you up. Though,
Yeah.
and fruit
I'm
does
going to
not do
say
that.
fruit is a nice accessory to breakfast, but it is not exclusively breakfast. So I'm putting it
Yeah,
B.
I like fruit with my breakfast. I'm putting it with C.
I love melon at breakfast time. Like, sometimes
see
my
that.
dad will get a really good cantaloupe,
Right.
and, like, that'll be alongside the breakfast that I eat. I just really, really like it. Ugh,
Yeah.
Des, we will get you pork roll someday, I promise. It will happen. Alright, so next I think are granola bars.
Which are fine, but I associate that as a snack.
Yeah, I eat them for breakfast a lot because of the portability factor, so I'm gonna
Right,
A-tier
you
them.
gotta go at like
Yeah.
4 in the morning.
Yeah,
A
my
lot of the
alarm went off
time.
at 5:30 this morning, which sucked.
I associate you as a snack.
Ooh.
Yeah, I like when he calls me a snack. I don't know
Aw.
why.
Alright, and I think this next one is just regular granola.
Yeah, I'm putting that in D tier as well.
Yeah, I was gonna say that's C tier for me. It's fine, ultimately.
The grapefruit's going in D tier right
Yeah,
away. as
grapefruit's D tier. My parents used to eat a lot of grapefruit, but now they can't because they're both on heart medicine. And
Yeah,
grapefruit
that's so
sucks
weird.
with heart medicine. Same with my
I think-
husband.
I think that when Saturn was on a certain medication that was to help boost his antidepressant and is also used for fibromyalgia, I think that was one of the things that he could
Yeah.
eat.
Also, cheesy, yes, and Liss, yes. Y'all gonna make me
it's
get a
thi-
pork
oh,
roll,
it's
egg,
your
and cheese on Sunday.
thyroid medicine that you could
Yeah,
eat.
okay. Grits, S tier. Love grits. Love grits. Oh my god, yes, I fucking love grits. Oh,
Put the grits in C tier.
I
Because
just,
it's so conditional. Grits are
Yeah.
so conditional.
I mean,
for me.
I will. So one of my favorite quick breakfasts, or like when I'm in an office, I will sometimes bring like a Tupperware bowl with me, and just a thing of grits and a measuring cup, and I will do grits in the microwave, like quick grits in the microwave, which is a sacrilege to a lot of Southerners. I totally get it.
Right.
But I live in New Jersey, which is not the South.
Which
So I do that,
sometimes
and then I put
sometimes
in
people here forget.
I put in a wedge of that the Laughing Cow cheese, and it makes like
okay.
a really
Interesting.
simple cheesy grit, and I really
Right.
like it. And
Sam just said, "What's lower than F tier? I dislike all gruels for breakfast."
you know what? That's fair. It's technically
That is a fair, yeah.
Yeah, I guess like cream of wheat or grits or oatmeal or
I never
porridge
liked
or
cream
something
of
like
wheat.
that. I don't think I've ever had cream of wheat.
Oatmeal is good.
I like oatmeal
Um,
okay.
I can't really eat oatmeal if I'm on a I want to drop some pounds kick like I am now because I need to put something in it, like sugar or something. So
Oh man. Next up, I'm seeing this ham, and I fucking love ham, so ham's going S tier for me, but it just
I
makes
don't
me
like
think of the giant ham plate. I really like the
No
Laughing
amount
Cow
of sugar
cheese
thing.
wedges, and I use it as a spread of my turkey lentil wraps. Ooh!
That
Yeah, I gotta
sounds
say,
amazing.
those Laughing Cow cheese wedges are really good. They're something that's kind of like a holdover for me from my, like, when I was sick days, but I've been able to like keep them as because they're still delicious. So
Right.
I like adding them to. I actually like adding them to if I'm making macaroni and cheese from scratch. I throw them in there. They're really good as like a sandwich spread. I love them on bagels and English muffins. I used to do like those bagel thins and just put like a wedge of the Laughing Cow cheese. Yeah, that's exactly what I'm talking about when I was sick. But I like them a lot. They're really tasty, and they're a nice little addition for not a lot of extra. They're tasty. Also good on the popcorners or rice cakes. Yeah, exactly. I just thought my door opened. It didn't.
McDonald's hash brown for me is A tier.
I think it's C tier for me, actually. Which is
They've
controversial.
gotten more expensive lately, which makes me
Yeah,
sad, but
and I don't like them because I find them very, very greasy.
they are. You have to like pat them down
yeah.
first, but I just really
They're
like
C for me. Because I'll eat them, but they're not my preferred. You know who has? Okay, so Wendy's has really good breakfast potatoes, and I like like the, I think it's Burger King that has the little like round hash browns. Those are good. I also like Dunkin' Donuts has hash browns, and those are awesome. Those are awesome. So good.
I don't know what this next thing is.
Let me check it out. That's just regular hash browns. And for me, those are an A tier. Oop.
Oh,
I think they're
hash browns.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm putting those on A as well.
Those are good. You just get some like chup. Oh, sorry, Sarah. You get the thing and you put it on there, and it's very tasty.
Is this a McGriddle?
Yes, that is a McGriddle.
Right.
I've never had one, and I don't know if I would like one. It
Mm-hmm.
has sausage on it. I think I'm gonna C tier it because I think I would probably like it, but I've never had it, and I think I would have to do too much surgery on it to make it worthwhile. Cause like,
yeah, I would tell them to like leave
no
the
egg, just
off,
sausage
even though I
and
like
cheese.
eggs. McDonald's, and McDonald's scrambled eggs ain't gonna be it. So
McGriddle seems like it hurt my tongue. It feels like it's too much. I think I'm with you on that one, Cheesy. All right, so next is muffins. I like a good muffin. I like muffins.
Muffin is very, like, conditional for me.
Yeah.
I like a good muffin, but, like, I love a cranberry orange muffin, you know? Like, a blueberry muffin is okay, unless you put tons of sugar on it. You know?
I think I'm gonna A tier the muffin conditionally. Because so Costco has muffins, and they're like the size of your face. They're so good. They actually have a crumb cake muffin that is really tasty.
I have had muffins, like big enough muffins. I have had muffins instead of dinner.
Oh, sure.
But, like, I don't know, it's just not a breakfast food for me. Like, I realize it is a breakfast food, but for me, it's like,
for you treated it. Best muffin I ever had was a peaches and cream muffin with slices of peaches inside it. You know what? I feel like muffins could easily be, like, a fun thing that people could experiment with, like people do for pies and cupcakes and stuff.
Yeah.
But I don't think they get their due. I think they need a little bit more love. And they just ain't getting them.
Yeah.
All right.
The Panera muffins, they're pretty good. Like, if you ever had them.
I think I will have to try those. All right.
But I get the cranberry orange.
Cranberry orange is one of my favorite combinations of all time.
It's
like
a good combination.
We do like cranberry orange scones sometimes.
That sounds great.
Those are so good. I hope they bring the mix back. That was getting at World Market.
So is this
I think this is just oatmeal. Yeah, I think this is just oatmeal.
I'm gonna C tier it.
Standard, yeah, I agree with you. Liz says, I think when you start fucking with a muffin too much, it starts crossing into cupcake territory. That's true. It needs to retain the, like, I don't want to say, like, the start. It needs to retain the structure.
Muffin. A chocolate muffin. Well, there is an actual, like, I learned this in high school, but there is an actual shape. It's the shape of the peak that determines if it's a
muffin or a cupcake.
If it's a muffin or a cupcake. And I don't remember all the exact, like, definitions, but I know that a muffin needs to have like a cracked surface.
Oh, interesting.
That was one of the things. Yeah.
Cheesy says oatmeal does what it's supposed to, and I agree with you.
That's what it has to do.
Yeah, I agree with you on that. Right, so that's an omelet.
An omelet? Okay, so again, that's such a conditional thing. I like omelets.
That's straight up D tier for me. I do not.
I'm also, Sarah, don't listen. I'm also a fan of ketchup on the omelet.
I like how we're definitely just like, Sarah, don't listen. We're talking about condiments again. Specifically one.
So if I'm gonna have an omelet, I have to have ketchup.
Yeah. All right.
Just plain cheese though. If the omelet is fine. Okay. I'm gonna C tier it.
Okay. All right, next up, I think that's just orange juice. And
that's just orange juice? And if I can't just have orange juice. That will kill me. I love it.
I don't like orange juice. I'd rather have apple juice.
Oh, no. Okay, Sarah's right. So Sarah makes a Japanese-style omelet. It does not need ketchup. It's actually got
like omurice, kind of?
No, like the thinly rolled that takes like 4 eggs to make, to like get it to a size. And I believe it's got like mirin, soy sauce, and something else that gives it a real sweetness in there. I think she might put sugar in it, and it's a whole nother experience.
Interesting.
Of omelet.
Yes, Liz, I'm with
nothing
you.
in it.
Orange juice is
In
D
it,
tier,
but-
apple juice is S tier. Yes, absolutely agree. I love apple juice.
So I love orange juice, but I like water it down to at least 50%, sometimes more.
Okay. What is...
But I can't have it for just breakfast, so I'm putting it in D tier.
All right, so the next one appears to be pain chocolat.
Juice butt.
Pain chocolat, which is, I don't know, French.
Oh, I think that's like a croissant with chocolate in it.
Yeah, which, I mean,
Yeah.
that's more breakfast to me than a regular croissant. So I
Maybe it comes
will...
with ice.
I
Yeah,
will...
lots of ice. Agreed.
I think I will B tier that one as well.
I'm gonna C tier it because it's that I wouldn't have. I don't know that I don't want to have chocolate for breakfast. It will upset my tummy to have chocolate for breakfast. So
We got an axolotl jump scare. Also, for any friends on my stream, if you haven't met her yet, this is our new friend. This is Snowcone. She says hi.
oh, the me colored one.
Yes, this is the jelly colored axolotl.
My delicate sensibilities.
Snow cone, snow cone, snow cone. Snow cone and I'll just drop her straight on my fucking keyboard. But Snow Cone and Popsicle often ride like they are the We Bare Bears and just like stacked on top of each other. They're very cute.
Nice.
They're
Now Build-A-Bear has to come out with like a yellow one, and then you'll have the whole We Bare Bears set.
We got 2 axolotl smooches and a big stretch energy. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Love me some big stretch energy. Okay, now that that's over, what we
Here comes my spicy take.
You don't like pancakes?
I don't like pancakes.
Oh, hang on. We got us an axolotl
I
dance
have
party.
eaten them, and I will eat them, but like, nah.
Hang on, I got us an axolotl dance party.
Oh boy! I can't hear the music, but just imagine it's the music where you do the dance for the secret door in
Mother 3.
Mother 3. Yeah, that's the one. I don't have axolotl dance parties. I just have a kick and release in the background, a couch. There's Elise. She's still kicking.
And they both joking. Hey! Axolotl dance party! Whee!
We made a little Elise dance
Oh.
on the screen. So.
Yay! That is the axolotl dance party. Thank you so much. Thank you so much for words. What are words again? I forget what they are.
While you did the dance,
Yeah.
Saturn played the Booba song.
Oh god, that's amazing and I love it. Oh. Yeah, so that's
Booba.
that's Snow Cone's introduction to the axolotl dance party. Oh my gosh, I'm so
Been initiated.
she's been
One
initiated.
of
Welcome.
us. One of
One
us.
of us. So your spicy take is that you don't like pancakes. I love
Yep.
pancakes, so
Yeah.
pancakes are S tier, and then my hot take is that they're better than waffles. Ooh, that is a hot take. But you know what?
It's
I feel-
hard to disagree.
I feel like there are merits to both. Like there are some times where I really just want a waffle, because I feel like waffles are slightly more savory than pancakes. But I like both, so I really can't. I can't be. Oh, okay. So next up is that Pop-Tarts.
Those are Pop-Tarts.
Oh, I fucking love Pop-Tarts. I think Pop-Tarts are going to be A tier for me because it's a nice, quick, fast breakfast. And I can
So
eat them again because they're not on strike.
Oh yeah, that was the thing. We waited a little longer after they were no longer on strike because
Yeah.
we were hearing that like the scabs were turning
Yeah, and
out
that the
really
quality
bad
was really
Pop-Tarts.
shit.
Yeah.
We've just started getting them again.
So,
French toast
but
is also delicious.
I don't really eat Pop-Tarts anymore.
Mm.
But boy, that like the cinnamon brown sugar when I
Yes!
was in middle school, that's
Oh.
what got me through the day.
Brown sugar cinnamon
the cinnamon
Pop-Tarts
brown sugar.
are, like, they are the S tier Pop-Tart.
I
If we
had
were
this
ranking
really
Pop-Tarts,
weird
that would be
breakfast
S tier
back
for
then.
me.
Like so, you know, again, life on the island. As a wee jelly,
Oh, the
I
island.
took public transportation to high school before I came to Jersey,
Never hear.
and I took regular school bus to middle school. And for me, breakfast was the brown sugar cinnamon Pop-Tart and an orange Gatorade.
You know what? That actually for me. I think it would be that, but with a lemon lime Gatorade.
It's I feel like it's a very specific mix of parents didn't have a lot of money to ADHD to have real breakfast. You know what I mean?
I think for us it was also, we had to be at school at such ass o'clock in the morning. Like, I had to leave for the bus stop at like 6:30, which is nuts.
I don't think I had to be at middle school that.
Yeah,
I do remember for high school in Jersey though, I had to be.
Yeah, I was again just talking about. I'm pretty sure for us high school started at 7:20 in the morning, and middle school started even earlier.
Yeah.
So it would take us forever to get to, because like, okay, now Jelly, you know, and Sarah, you know, but like our schools, the way our town was set up, like the middle school was all the way across town from where we lived. So it would take us a good 45 minutes to get to school.
I lived ridiculously close to school, and it still took me about a half an hour to get to school.
God, jeez, your bus got there at 5:40 in the morning? That's ass and a half, dude.
Our bus arrived at 6:30, but I was like the first person on that bus. And then it went this long way around for some reason.
Because it's the island.
No, I mean, in Jersey.
Sarah, you definitely lived closer to the middle school.
When we went to high school together, I was the first kid picked up.
Yeah, you were.
It went the long way around.
Yeah, you were, and yeah, it did. Because I remember that one.
Sense.
Yeah. Well, there was that one time we took the late bus home, and it dropped us off like right at your house, and that was awesome.
Yeah, my house was on that corner that you had to wait on.
Senior year of high school, you were getting up at 3 a.m. to get ready for school? Oh,
That's when I went to bed in high school to get up at 6:30 to get the bus.
That's giving me like heart palpitations, man.
I didn't sleep in high school until I got home from the day. I didn't sleep through the night at all. I was too busy being a bad kid on the internet.
I managed to do homework. Like, I had a pretty reasonable homework schedule. Either I would finish it during class, or I would wrap it up by like dinner time. It would be a very rare day that I was doing work after dinner, because I just wanted to go on the internet.
I either flat out forgot I had homework, didn't do it, or did as much as I could during the school day so I could just go home and sleep.
Yeah, that makes sense. But yeah.
Is this a quiche?
I think the next is a quiche, yeah. So that's, I
love a quiche, but not for breakfast.
I'm gonna C-tier it, because there is one quiche that I actually like, and it's, again, ham and cheese from Panera. I don't think they have it anymore.
Ruined the quiche! Ruined!
I went to school 40 minute away school, turned into
like
oh god.
Egg, right?
Yeah, I know. That's like the only thing it's a small quiche.
Like a mini quiche.
Cheesy, did you do a lot of like major college prep kind of stuff, like honors and AP classes? Because that would make sense if you were up until ass o'clock in the morning doing homework.
Back. Dinosaur story.
Say what?
Manku comes in and says, "We're back. A dinosaur story."
Oh, I saw that in theaters. Took 8. Yeah, okay. If you took 8 AP classes, Cheesy, you're a fucking genius. And I say this as a fellow genius, but not like that much of a genius. I didn't take any AP classes. I took 2 honors classes, but I tested AP German. Anyway, that's a shitload, and respect.
I just want to break in with, I think I am actually very smart, but I am also kind of an anarchist, and like didn't want to do all that shit.
Valid. Yeah, Sarah, I don't think we ever had a class together. Did we have gym class together? That was in middle school when we had gym class together.
I met you guys freshman year gym. That's how I met you guys, was gym class. In freshman year. And then I remember freshman year when I almost died and your hair got caught in my
God!
And I sliced my hand open. That was freshman year.
Okay, so I'll tell this story. So freshman year, Jelly and I were in gym together. And we had a ropes course at our high school.
Yep.
Which
what would they call
Who's,
it? Like
it was the, oh god.
confidence course?
The confidence
like
course.
That?
You know, because you had to build confidence by climbing into the fucking sky.
Yeah, and hoping you don't die.
Being belayed or held onto by one of your fellow students. So that's really giving me a whole vote of confidence that somebody's not gonna fucking drop me, right? And I don't mind climbing. I like climbing. It's fine. Jelly did not want to do that at all whatsoever. So I was like, I will help you. I will be the one to hold you to the ground. You trust me. And she was like,
you were
yes!
supposed to jump. You
were supposed to fucking
7
jump.
7 or 8 feet in the air.
Yeah, and you were supposed to like fucking
you were
Superman jump off of a telephone pole. Like,
and,
whose idea was this?
I crouched and I was like, no. And I was like seconds away from a meltdown.
Big time.
That's so stupid that you're forcing a child.
Yeah, it is a terrible idea, and I wish it had been purely optional. Like, I would have done it, but you can't force somebody to fucking jump off of a telephone pole, even if they got a rope around their waist.
But anyway, in my attempt at a jump, I don't remember how this happened, but I sliced my hand open.
Yeah, so Jelly slices her hand open and falls.
Yeah.
So you're suspended in the air, but you moved so fast, and I caught you. But unfortunately, the belay loop caught my hair. So I'm gonna do dramatic recreation right now. I'm standing like this with my hair in the loop with rope around it, completely supporting Jelly's body weight. And I'm trying not to die. And they're like, well, we're gonna have to cut you out of this.
Yeah,
and I'm like hell you're cutting me out of this. And all the while, Jelly is like screaming for dear life because she's like crying and suspended in midair, and we can't get her down because I'm stuck too. It was fucking traumatizing. It was genuinely traumatizing. And
I'm gonna do a reenactment of Elise real quick. Like let's pretend that we Jelly's last name was Buns, right? Let's just pretend that was her name. And I quote, "Buns, if they have to cut my hair, I am going to kill you."
Meanwhile, she's having a panic attack on the fucking ropes, and I like. Looking back on this now...
The stream. Relive childhood trauma. The stream. Yes.
Yeah. Looking back on this now, I'm so sorry for that being my reaction. I should have been more in tune with the fact that you're, like, having a miserable time suspended in midair.
Yes, but while I don't know why my mic keeps blowing out, because my gain is not that high, but
I'm just
watched
loud.
it blow out. No, but it's my mic is what I don't understand. Okay,
but anyway.
I think it's better now. I don't remember. Oh yeah, but like to be fair, while I was dangling in midair, my weight was counteracting with what you were holding that your hair was stuck in.
That's right. We were both having a bad time, is what it ultimately came down to. But somehow my hair got freed without needing to cut it, and we retrieved Jelly from the skies, and that was it. Then we didn't have to do it anymore.
Yeah, I think he had decided like to just
like, you know what, those two, they don't have to do this anymore.
Yeah, which was great.
I think I did the leap. I think that one wasn't the leap of faith, because that's what they called that. That was the one where you just had to like walk from one end to the other and then climb down.
Which I would have done, probably.
Yeah.
I don't know, maybe
but
not.
if you hadn't gotten stuck, you probably could have done it. Or if I hadn't gotten stuck, you probably could have done it. But then I signed up and I did the leap of faith. After you dropped the kid, you didn't have to climb. They had a net up, right? Like, it wasn't just...
No, there was no net. It was me and the ground.
Oh, that's right.
There was nothing between me and the ground except for the one single belay.
That's right.
And by the way, that stuff straps to your crotch.
It sure does. There's still no net? How are they allowed to get away with this? What the fuck, man? What the fuck? Anyway... There was this one called the Leap of Faith where you had to basically climb up this telephone pole and then just fucking creed arms into a sea of haters. And I did that, and that was pretty cool.
Most of our gym class was haters, by the
But
way.
at that point in time, the gym teacher was belaying me. So
I know that your crotch is the proper place for a support harness, but it's also a terrifying experience to be supported by your
Everything, they have a swinging sky obstacle course now. Everything moves, but you have to cross it. Yo, fuck that!
Especially
My God.
when I'm like 15 or 16 years old, and I'm unaware of the fact that I have a tumor right where they put the at the time. I did not know.
Yeah. So that's our childhood trauma disaster story for the time being.
Yeah.
I'm sure we'll remember more later. If you fall, it's the trust
Anyway.
fall. You fall until someone catches you on your rope. Bring back Discovery Zone instead. All right.
Oh my
Anyway,
God,
next
yes.
up, we got us a sausage biscuit, and that
This
is
looks
an A.
amazing,
That's
and this
S
is an
tier.
S tier for me.
That's S
Yeah,
tier.
that looks
It's like I'll
amazing.
take the egg off of it. How did we get on this topic from breakfast? Shit, I don't know, dude. How did we get there? That's a really good question that I don't have an answer for.
I am glad I don't have children because I would be fearing for their lives every day. Because thinking back on it, high school literally almost killed me several times.
Yeah, that was close to death.
It was a good high school at the time, but boy, I almost died several times.
All right, so now we got sausage links S tier and sausage patties S tier.
This is the French toast, Rinku. Up here, I have it on S tier, but it's got fruit on it for some reason. Which is fine.
It's
still
S tier on mine as well. So yeah, I love sausage.
Yes. That was one of my biggest threats to my life was when Sarah's husband saved me. And that was a gym class again. That was a gym class again that I almost died. I almost was taken out by a high velocity volleyball.
Oh Jesus.
That was coming right for my face, and I fawned reaction.
High school
I just
was
stood
wild.
there, but like Mike was there, and he just punched it out of the way of my face at like the last second. And it took me another minute to like come back to reality because
you were seeing your life flash before your eyes.
Yeah, I was.
Okay, so we got sausage.
Have a good night, Sam. You're the best. I will see you tomorrow.
Thanks for hanging out. Jelly, you really did not have a good time in gym class, huh?
And no.
No.
Also, like, you didn't get to keep lockers in the locker room unless you belonged to a sport.
So you had to take all your shit with you.
Our lockers were on the opposite end of the campus.
Yeah.
And I'm talking a
very long
campus
walk. Yeah.
That if you wanted to get from our locker to the gym, you had to go outside no matter what the weather was because that's how everything was structured.
California
And
style layout in
Yep.
New Jersey.
In New Jersey.
Yeah. There we go.
Anyway,
smoothies.
S tier.
Yeah, sausage
don't
in
we have
general is
sausage
S tier.
Oh yeah, and the sausage patty is also S tier.
Yeah. Smoothie is
A tier.
Yeah, I agree with
I love
that one.
smoothies.
It's
I
for
love
me.
smoothies.
It depends on what's in them. But a good strawberry banana
Obviously.
smoothie is an
Yeah.
A tier.
Yeah. Strawberry. Saturn has gotten at Smoothie King. It's like a pineapple surf. It's called.
Oh, that kills Sarah.
I don't really like pineapples too much, but yes, he loves pineapples.
All right. I
Everything
think the
is
next
there.
is steak and eggs. But why is it got shrimp on it, and why is it covered in green onions?
I don't think that's shrimp.
I mean, steak is great. Eggs are great. I see no reason to put them
Yeah.
together.
Yeah, I'm gonna C tier them. Steak and eggs is a real big like Midwestern thing for some reason.
And Sam just left too. He would be here defending it probably.
Chocolate banana peanut butter smoothie. I'm on board. I am totally on board.
Yeah, that's like a good
That's a good combination.
a good protein type of
Yeah.
smoothie.
That's
I usually like to go with the fruit though.
Yeah, I like me some protes.
Me too. I'm not sure what this is.
I think this is chicken fried steak and eggs, or
Oh, that is a D tier.
yeah.
I hate chicken fried steak.
You know what? My husband loves it. I do not. I agree with
I
you.
do
D
not.
tier.
My husband likes them too, but
Yeah.
I do
All
not.
right. So I think the next thing is just toast. Just regular old toast. You know what?
This is S tier because I am white.
I would say that for me, toast is going to be a B tier because it really depends on what it accompanies. Because like if I get toast tidbits with a sunny side up egg, that is an A+ breakfast right there. I agree, it depends on the toast. I always want white toast because, again, much like Jelly, I too am white. I guess rye toast sometimes, but I'm not huge. Sesame Italian bread toast? Ooh, that's more like a garlic bread kind of thing for me. And garlic bread is not breakfast.
I have a really hard time digesting.
Yeah.
So, like, I like it, but yeah.
I
still get the black sesame, like, is delicious, though, so.
I toast my bread for my PB&J. God tier. Whoa, okay. What kind of bread do you use? The level of toastiness, is it just butter or are you adding jam to? Yeah, exactly.
There's a jam toast in this list coming up.
Yeah, jam
this
toast is coming
just
up.
Buttered toast,
yeah, for me buttered toast is a good accessory vehicle. Like I said, I like that with runny egg yolks is good stuff.
I'm gonna move this here. Yeah, I'm actually gonna move the over easy eggs up to S tier because essentially I will be building like my ideal breakfast. I'm gonna move the patties down to A tier. There we go. So if you want Pop-Tarts but you have money,
that's toaster strudel here. I think I
really like those.
I think I've maybe had it once, and they're pretty good. I'm gonna A tier those.
I like them significantly better than Pop-Tarts, and I think you could eat them out of the fridge just fine, or freezer just fine.
So this is for breakfast, but what about second breakfast? All of this plus one.
I'm putting this in B tier.
Which one? The jam toast?
The
toaster strudel?
The toaster strudel, yeah.
I put it A tier because it's...
That's what I just said, Rinku.
Alright, so next is like a like a jam toast, and
jam toast, yeah.
Here's
if there's butter on that first, it's better.
Yeah. Here's my spicy take. I don't really like jelly. Like, I like you, but you're better than like the jelly that I eat.
Over.
And I don't eat you. That's weird.
Yeah, don't eat me.
So I'm gonna...
Despite her outward appearance, Elise is in fact very straight.
Indeed. It's true. I'm gonna D-tier that toast.
You hear Elise louder? Oh, I know why. Hold on.
I'm a loud bitch, and also probably my balance. Jam over jelly for me, but apple butter is the best kind of fruit spread. Ooh.
Okay, I think it should be better now.
How's this? I'm talking now. Can you hear it? Is this better? Balance?
I turned you down a little bit.
Okay, that's fine. I'm loud. Apple butter is really good. Have you ever had pumpkin butter cheesy? Because pumpkin butter is really good. I think I actually have some of that in the fridge right now. Oh, we're getting there. We're getting there. We only got 3 left.
So, all right, the jam toast. What did I say? B. It's a B.
All right. Next we got waffles, and if this is like a real solid Belgian waffle, that's an A tier breakfast for me.
That's a B for Belgian waffles is the way to go.
Yeah.
I'm putting that in B tier.
Yeah.
I don't eat them a lot. I also, I'm glad Sam's not here now. I would prefer an Eggo waffle to most homemade waffles, unless maybe it's a really good Belgian waffle. But I would rather have an Eggo than
so
a waffle somebody made.
At Costco. Oh, welcome! Behold the breakfast perfect for all millennials. Ass. Welcome, Raiders. Welcome. You are here just in time. We're picking up the slack. We got 2 left to rank in this particular breakfast tier. Hope you're all having a great night. For those of you just joining us, I am Elise Explosion. On the other end is JellyBunnz, and we are doing a simultaneous breakfast ranking.
I'm gonna have to check in on you and see what your chart looks like.
Yeah. It's looking pretty delicious right now, I'm not gonna lie. Actually, Necro, it's funny, I was bragging about your eggs before, and this is coming from me who does not like eggs. But I was mentioning how delicious the eggs you make often look. And Moog coming in last. Love it. Hey Moog, hope you're having a great day. Hydrate or dihydrate? Give me a second, I gotta get some hydrate. It's over back there. My hydrate over here is empty. You got more eggs? Yeah, anyway, so like I was saying, Necro always posts really beautiful pictures of his eggs, even though I do not like eggs. I'm like, damn, if I liked eggs, these would be so good.
Oh, your chart looks way more like spread out.
Balanced? It's a balanced breakfast, Jelly.
Eh. My S tier is like very like sparse. Like I'm being very particular about my S tier.
I really like the scent. Alright, hang on. I'm gonna pull up the eggs from Necro. Mama fucking Mia. Alright, friends, take a look at this. Look at these eggs. I don't even eat eggs, and yet those look amazing.
That looks fantastic.
Right? Like, the man knows what he's fucking doing. So if you ever have questions about eggs, like how best to prepare them, Necro's your boy. Like, straight up.
I love how you've cultivated, like, this great, like, people on the internet that you know, and they're all food masters. Like Dan and his, like, meat smoking genius.
Oh, yeah. I love cooking eggs and I'd be showing it like a motherfucker. Yeah, straight up, man. Like, these look amazing. Also, question, what kind of cheese is that?
Yeah.
I'm not judging either way.
Is that
I'm just
Munster?
I don't think it's Munster because I don't see the red
Or
edge.
provolone? Maybe Provolone's usually...
Provolone's usually round. I mean,
Yeah,
it
but
could
looks
just
kinda
straight up be... It
kinda
might...
stiff like provolone.
Yeah, I was gonna say, it's probably cheddar and
Oh,
confirmed as cheddar.
Oh, okay.
That's a nice fucking balance. Also, is that paprika on the top or is that cayenne? I assume probably paprika. I'm gonna wait until we get the confirmation before I close out of the egg picture because I need everybody to admire these beautiful eggs. It is indeed paprika. Okay. Anyway, they're beautiful. And I am constantly awed. I am very fussy about the type of eggs I actually like. But I am sure that those would be fucking baller. Like, who am I to say? Anyway, we have 2 more on this final list. And I believe sent another. Okay, all right, hang on. We got one more egg. Oh, okay. Ooh, is that a? All right, hang on. I'm opening up the second egg picture. Is that a cheese crispy underneath? I think that's a cheese crispy.
Oh no, is that cheese that's been burnt?
Yeah, that's like an automatic no for Jelly. That's herb scrambled eggs on a cheddar crisp. Damn. Again, the man knows his fucking
egg looks
eggs.
Good, but
yeah, I know you're not a huge fan of like crispy cheese, so that would be an omission for you. But those scrambled, they just look so creamy. Like, the man knows what he's doing, man.
This is a large portion as to why I want chickens.
The man knows what he's doing.
All right.
So we got. I think this is like a yogurt parfait.
This is like a yogurt parfait. It's gonna have fruit in it, and it's gonna have like granola in the middle. I love this kind of thing, so this is a B tier for me.
I think it's also B tier for me.
Snacks.
Actual steamed hams. That's amazing. Yeah, so I'm with you on that. I think that's B tier. And this one, let me check the element. This says egg boiled, so I'm assuming these are hard boiled.
These are hard boiled eggs.
Yeah, so hard boiled eggs. The whites are an A tier for me, but the yolks are a D tier for me. So I'm gonna split the difference and call them B tier.
I might start eating them for breakfast more now, but...
How do y'all feel about Greek yogurt? I don't like normal yogurt anymore because I prefer Greek. So I like Greek yogurt, but I find it very, very tart, so I like it with honey.
Greek yogurt is a great substitute for sour cream.
That too, yeah. Trying to make
Like,
some potato pancakes,
similar.
Ukrainian. Oh, like my great grandmother used to make Ukrainian style potato pancakes. That's good stuff. Those are really good stuff. I do not like jelly donuts. I am not a fan of jelly in most applications, as you can see.
Ich bin ein Berliner.
Yeah, du bist die Berliner. As you can see by, I also have like jelly toast at the very bottom. I don't like jelly. It's not a particular. So for me, I will go over
D tier, but I like them.
My list right now. S tier, we've got bacon bagels, sausage or biscuits and gravy, cinnamon rolls, country potatoes, French toast, grits, ham, pancakes, biscuit sandwiches, and both types of sausage. Ooh, I'm getting some pushback right now.
So like my S tier just cream cheese, coffee. That's my Italian sensibilities. Italians just have coffee for breakfast. They don't
True.
eat breakfast. Any kind of potatoes. So I just put the potatoes in S tier. The toad in the hole, the French toast, the sausage breakfast sandwich, sausage links, buttered toast, and eggs over easy. And this is largely because the eggs over easy, the buttered toast, and the sausage links are my ideal breakfast. That's what if I went back in the days when I was okay with going to diners, that's what I went to diners to get.
So, Necro, for me, bagels are S tier simply because of, I've had them more. Like, I like a bialy, but I'm not automatically going to go for a bialy over a bagel. I like them, though. Like, I'm not going to say no to a bialy.
I really want to try one now, so I'm going to go to Wegmans.
Yeah, they have pretty good ones at bialys. I keep reading the word bialy and saying that and stuff. They have really good bialys at Wegmans. There we go.
You're gonna get like a random text at some point in the next week or two where I'm gonna be like, what are those weird bagel things called again?
Yeah, they don't exist out of this area, so they're hard to find if you're not around. Oh, I just turned off my damn stream deck. How'd that happen? Let me turn it back on. Try turning it back on. Hello? Wait, there we go. Okay, it's back. I was worried.
Welcome
I had
back.
a moment. But yeah, I think this is a pretty solid list for me. And like ultimately what I'm going to say is that there are very few breakfast foods that I never want to eat. Like there's always some. See, that's the other thing, Necro. I can't eat onions, so that's why it knocks bialy down a slight notch.
We both enjoy onions, we
Yeah.
just can't eat them.
Yeah, I am not able to have them. But ultimately, like, there are very few breakfast foods that I just never want to eat. Like, if there wasn't a true F tier, if there was a true F tier, the only things that would genuinely show up in F tier for me would be, and again, slightly spicy take, the coffee, the corned beef hash, and the cottage cheese. Maybe the grapefruit. Cottage cheese is absolutely putrid. Cottage cheese is like white woman on a diet food exclusively, and I don't understand how it exists.
It shouldn't call itself cheese.
It's bad. I mean, I can add tiers. We were just kind of working with a pre-existing one.
I just don't have the energy to be that extra today.
Yeah, I had to deal with my in-laws today. That's more emotional energy than I usually want to like expend.
Even when your in-laws are pretty good, in-laws are difficult.
All right. What's your other, I don't like eggs. So that's why it lands in D tier.
I love eggs.
I assume that if I liked eggs more, I would put them higher because I like the rest of the components. Like, I like Canadian bacon. I like, corned beef hash. Yeah, because, well, it's a sunny side up egg. That is the extent of egg that I can tolerate. But yeah, I don't really like a lot of other eggs. And like, for oh god, you can have all of my yolks, Des. That's the worst part of the egg to me.
The best part!
It hurts because I want to like them. Like I said, I like all of the other components, but
have you tried putting a shit ton of salt in there? Because that's when it's the best.
I like salt. But because I love hollandaise sauce. I love Canadian bacon. I love what are those fucking the English muffins, basically. But the eggs, I struggle. Yeah, I can't do egg yolk. Like, I am way more inclined, like, if I do, yeah, but it doesn't taste like it. I'm way more inclined to just do, like, an egg white anything. Yeah, like a carton of egg white, or remove the yolk and just prepare it that way. Which is, again, pretty sacrilege and vaguely white woman on a diet, again.
Well, the whites of the eggs are, like, almost no calories.
Yeah. That's, you know what, that's fair. It may just be the fact that I have never had them prepared in a way that I genuinely like them. Like, I'll do a sunny side up egg, and that's like the extent. Or I'll do like egg whites on a sandwich. Like, if I go to Wawa, I can usually get like they have like a egg white and cheese and turkey sausage on a bagel, and I'm like, all right, yeah, this is a pretty good sandwich.
My egg terms.
I do
mixed
sunny side up, but I
real
steam
quick.
them so the top cooks full. See, I like runny. I like runny, gooey. I'm not
I
going to
don't
expand
want
on that because that's going to
I
get
don't
taken out of
want mine to
context
be not-
really easily.
Not cooked, but I definitely want.
Yeah.
runny.
But
I
I think
my terminology on eggs is very slow because I was raised. First of all, I was raised wrong. I was raised growing up. It was the scrambled eggs were daddy eggs, and the fried eggs were mommy eggs.
I think
and
my
I
sister
knew
does that.
nothing of the in between. Like world of and it's still hard for me to unlearn.
we do a pretty good
damage.
we do a pretty good meatloaf around here, but I usually do like little bitty meatloaf loaves, like individual meat loaves.
Oh, like little loaves?
Yeah, like
little pans?
personal pan meatloaf,
Yes,
basically.
little pan meatloaf.
For a while, my nephews called sunny side up eggs big eggs. Yeah, I see it.
Leftover. Meatloaf leftover is amazing. And I would absolutely have that for breakfast if I slapped it between two pieces of bread.
I think for me, the thing with meatloaf is oftentimes it's made with a shitload of onions. So I have to...
Never had that problem.
Yeah, that's... Well, my parents used to joke that whenever we'd have meatloaf, they would set my place setting fork, knife, spoon, magnifying glass, because I would just pick all of the onions out because it made me sick.
Made you
So
sick,
I
right.
didn't
The
want
onions
to
have
eat
always-
them.
Onions always made you sick? 'Cause
Oh, yeah.
I could eat them.
Oh,
could
no.
eat them like apples when I was a kid.
Even oh god no, even
Right.
when I was a kid they made me very, very sick. I would be in the bathroom like almost immediately. Sorry for the TMI, but that's what they do to me.
I started to not be able to tolerate them digestion wise around high school, but they didn't make me as sick as
Moog,
they do.
yes.
Like now it's like instant death, but in high school, before I knew I had rosacea, it triggered my rosacea to eat them, and then slowly over time it made me sick.
Yeah.
So
My grandma would make a small separate one for me without onions, but it was meat, breadcrumbs, and ketchup on the top. Yeah, a lot of my current recipes are expanded upon from
me too, Des. You and I have to go eating together someday. Like, let's go to lunch because you and I jive well.
What was I gonna say? Yeah,
Sorry.
so brain fart. I forgot what I was saying. Oh, right. So most of my recipes at this point in time are ones that I've taken like a base recipe from HelloFresh and bastardized it into something of my own. And that's where my meatloaf comes in, because it started out as a HelloFresh recipe, and I don't want to say like secret ingredient, but the secret ingredient that makes my meatloaf so good is it's like a powdered rosemary gravy.
Ooh,
Or powdered, it's either powdered rosemary or powdered thyme. Either way, I don't use like fucking leaves or sticks in there because I don't want to be chomping on a pine needle. So that's that, and it does have a ketchup, the glaze. So even my own homemade barbecue sauce is not like anyone could cop. See, that is dope. I love the fact that exists. My chili, I'm actually making chili tomorrow. I am so fucking hype. I'm making chili for dinner. I
Oh.
haven't made it in
I'm surprised I didn't have
months.
chili this year. Normally it's like a very winter.
No one will spoil the ending of breakfast, Moobot. But yeah, like I haven't made chili at all. Like all winter, I didn't get around to making it, and now I'm like, why the fuck not? Let's make it before it's too damn hot to eat. Not like I ever not want to eat my own chili because it's really good, and it's an award-winning chili. I won a chili competition at work with it once. Oh, thank you, Cheesy. Hydrating. Chili is very much I love it even though I'm not supposed to eat it. Yeah. I have a lot of trouble with tomato texture. Tomatoes in general really fuck up my
What about sun-dried tomato?
can't do them. Can't do
Okay.
them. But the So I use pureed tomatoes in my chili because it avoids the weird, like, texture of tomato.
Yeah. That's fair.
Uh-oh, what did I don't even remember what I did. That's the worst part. What did I even do? Was it like one of these?
I'm sending you a message in Discord real quick.
You also have pharyngoesophageal dysphagia. I'm not sure. Oh, I did one of these. That's where we go. I was, I don't know what that is. But I do get really bad heartburn from tomatoes a lot of the time. Maybe. I haven't had it checked out because I haven't been to a doctor in longer than I would care to admit. But it's entirely likely that that is an issue that I have going on right now. Oh, no. Okay, so I get weird heartburn from weird things. Like, I get it from expected things, like, tomatoes and pizza and shit like that.
Yeah, that's normal.
But then I get it from lettuce. Just regular ass lettuce. Iceberg lettuce.
Iceberg lettuce?
Iceberg lettuce will give me heartburn.
That doesn't even have any nutritional value to it.
No, it's just crunchy water.
It is. It's
just
will literally
crunchy fucking
burn
water.
Calories digesting it. You don't even get calories from it.
It's gonna be something really wacky. So I'm gonna guess it's probably
spicy lettuce. Easy.
It's probably something wild, like, I don't know, bread. Or something of that nature.
Bread's not super good for your digestion.
It's very wacky.
It's good,
all right, you gotta tell me. I'm not far off. You gotta tell me, what is it? Cornbread. That is wacky. That is really. Whew.
No, corn is so hard to digest. Corn is not super great for you or anybody, but I mean it's delicious.
Cornbread will have me in pain for a week. Oh.
Yeah, corn is hard, man. Corn chips.
And especially if you've got like the pharyngoesophageal dysphagia. There we go. Words.
Those were words.
It's not the digestion. It's the process. Yeah, the acid.
Yeah.
It's still fucking rough. But, oh, man, I think, but what I can take away from these exercises is that I just like breakfast.
Breakfast is the place to be.
Yeah.
Like, that's...
It would be
it's so much more versatile than I think people give it credit for.
Yeah, and I think it was very novel with the inclusion of the cold pizza here, but...
Yeah, I'm surprised by that.
But I think that's one of those things that just people have this, like, vision of, you know, the typical college breakfast is cold pizza left over from the night before. You're on 40 megs of omeprazole daily, and if I eat a corn muffin, I'll suffer. Oh, God.
Oh, yeah,
Saturn. Is awful.
Saturn is pretty similar, also, with the omeprazole. Like,
yeah, because I know Mr. Explosion is also taking omeprazole, but I do not know exactly how much.
Yeah, I don't know how much
I think he might be just on like an OTC dose, but
yeah,
he's got much worse. I think he's got acid reflux.
Yeah,
it's probably. But it's just a rough fucking existence. Cornbread, man, that sucks. Lettuce, like
cornbread is one of those things that for me is conditional because you can have like different kinds, and I like when it's very cakey. Or when my friend's mom made like a jalapeno cornbread one time, and
I was about to say that's spicy. No
if you
shit,
get
Elise,
invited over
jalapeno.
to your Puerto Rican's parents' house for food, you accept that invitation.
Yeah.
You accept it every time.
Pay the doctor $500 to snake out your whole neck to diagnose you. Damn. Douse my food in ghost pepper sauce. I did it to myself. Jesus Christ, cheesy. What?
Snake out as in like a camera down your throat?
I assume that's what he's talking about.
That sounds so hard.
Yeah. Well,
are you awake for that?
I don't know. I'm curious.
I have such a gag reflex. Sometimes I want to throw up when I brush my teeth.
And the camera shoved up my nose and all the way down my neck. Wow.
You are a hero.
Yeah, that's, I mean, I can
awful.
absolutely understand why you would have
Oh,
that
yeah, why
procedure.
you
Because
put
it's
yourself through that,
clearly,
yeah.
that's, if it'll help, then for sure. But, like, damn, that's braver than the Marines, man. That's a rough one. So it sucked, but him pulling it out was 3 times worse. Oh,
Oh my gosh, I
ow.
think Des and I might be like secretly related, which is possible because my dad was adopted, so
That's totally plausible. Oh man. Okay, so I think it is 10 after 11, and unfortunately,
yeah,
I have.
it's bedtime.
It is indeed bedtime. I have to go
You
to.
were adopted? Are you freaking kidding me? That's wild. I gotta take a
Doctor
DNA
is
test.
actually shocked at how. Hey, that's dope. Like, good. But I have to go to
Also, hell yeah,
Camden in the
adoption.
morning. So
Yeah.
I get to go look at a vacant lot with a billboard in it. I'm so excited.
How do you feel about the thing that I messaged you?
I'm down for that. So if you
Okay.
want to send me a link
Yes.
to your first, so we're gonna team raid one of Jelly's VTuber friends.
Yeah.
Um
Because like she's been having a rough time, and she's a really good kid. And I don't know, I don't have a lot of VTuber
Okay.
friends, but I really
Sure.
really like her. So she's also a friend of Sam, who's awesome. So yeah, we're gonna go ahead and her name is Queen's Jojo.
SHOJO. Okay, so we're gonna
Yeah.
hop the raid train over there. All to tell me I have horrible reflux since I was convinced I had neck cancer. That was an upgrade. You know what? I'll take reflux over neck cancer any day of the week. But friends, thank you guys so much for hanging out. Thank you so much for the raid, Necro. I appreciate it. You guys are the best. I hope you all have a wonderful rest of your night. We're gonna go bop on over to Queen Shoujo's. I will be back
That'd be
on
awesome.
Saturday with something. I'm not sure what
Yeah.
it is right now. It's probably gonna be
Something.
Pokemon. Jelly,
Yeah.
when's the next time you're streaming?
So for me, weekends are free for all. I may stream, I may not stream, but the next guaranteed time is Tuesday at 8 o'clock EST.
All right. Sounds good. Thank you so much, Jelly.
It
This
was
has been.
fun.
Whoop.
I had fun.
Yeah, me too. I was gonna say I had a great time. Thank you so
Yeah.
much, everybody. Take care. Be well. We'll see you in the next one. Later, y'all.